our little jaunt that
Yeah,
resulted in many deaths.
your incredibly successful adventure.
Very accessible. We got a new vehicle. We returned the original vehicle and also brought the cargo back, and both crew members, but one slightly less well off than the other.
Mhm.
So we made our triumphant return. We spoke with the captain of the police, who was very impressed. We brought a, you know, dying guy into the cop station and stuff. It was all very cool. He was a little upset because of all the damage to the vehicle, but I pointed out, hey, there's a really good vehicle out there. You can take that free of charge, no worries. And we called it even seas. We got paid. Everything was good and happy. Um, we then shit. My sequencing. I think then, yeah, then I spoke, or we went back to the ship and rested or something. That's when we saw, or we were going to rest, but that's when we found the dickwads trying to, like, just being there, existing, looking
Is
for
that on
their
the side of
cargo.
the vehicle? Dickwads? Is that what they were?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Which
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
dickwads?
said it.
The,
Are you talking about
the
the
Russian ones?
Yeah, the Russian dickwads. The only kind of the best kind of dickwads.
They thought that it was their box or whatever.
Yeah. Oh,
You guys.
You don't.
Yeah, you guys were away from the ship. Petrie was alone on the ship when they showed up.
That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
Yeah, you
then we
guys
showed
picking
up.
up jobs or something.
Yeah, we were making money. But then we showed up, and so it was all okay. And some friendly negotiation occurred. We assured them that we didn't have any of their property. They definitely believed us, and we parted ways as friends. We then went and spoke with Al Habash at their little local station there, and we picked up a job to do some demolition, some sneaky demolitions. We then went and spoke with the boss of the thing with the mining, the Montenegro mining. We went and spoke with the boss there, Victor Gallo, as well as Fernando, our favorite delivery boy. Found out that he was. We tried to find more information because it seemed like it was him that delivered that weird thing to us, whatever the hell it was. He wasn't saying anything, so we didn't get anywhere with that. But we exchanged some pleasantries, and we're congratulated for being big heroes and all that. Tried to sell him our new vehicle, and he was having none of it. So, went back to the ship. Oh, and actually, I guess when we turned in that one job, we also got a new recruit. In doing that, forgot.
Side note, who cares?
Yeah, just a little blip. I mean, he's gonna die. He's gonna die in a minute anyway.
Hey, I brought a job along with me.
Yeah, but like, there's no. Yeah. So we got the new crew member. We went back to the ship. We started talking about sequencing because we had a few jobs, and we thought, hey, this one seems time sensitive. Let's go deliver this thing to E3. So we wisely bought our star chart in advance. We hit sky, took off, and the dickwads approached us and entered in some friendly negotiations. We had a lively chat. We decided that it would be best for everyone if we got money and they got their little piece of cargo they thought was theirs, but really it wasn't. We made a peaceful exchange, again, parted as friends, probably our best friends at this point. And we returned back to the planet where the next task in front of us is to knock a building down and then find whatever the hell our new recruit wants to do.
Okay. Well, before that happens, first, I want you guys to all look at your goals and decide if you want to change them, because the beginning of the session is when you do that. I have to go do battle with my arch nemesis. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a euphemism for going to the bathroom?
Damn it. I
Possibly,
think he's
or
letting
the dog.
out.
Oh,
One of those
What is
two.
that? Who does number 2 work for?
good lord, man, what did you eat?
I don't know if I want to change my goals.
Yeah,
My long-term one's going to take a long time, and we're not doing anything
Yeah,
towards it.
right. Like, I'm leaving it there, but I mean, it's never gonna happen. I mean, if it does, that's like 6 levels probably.
Yeah. I'm really thinking about changing that one.
I returned. My foe hath fled.
Ha ha.
UPS could not stand before me. Now,
It's a nice
you
looking
got-
Christmas tree behind you.
I'm glad you like it. It's my sister's. It's real. It really
Stole
is.
it yourself.
It's one of the best ones she's had. In any event, do you guys want to change any of your goals?
Like my
As you gaze
goals.
upon them now.
I might change my long-term one. It's gonna take a long time to do that.
I forget. Is there a limit on the number of goals we can have?
Yeah, you can have a long-term goal, a short-term goal, and then there's a ship goal.
Oh, is the ship goal shared between all of
Yeah.
us?
The captain defines it.
Oh, what captain? What is our ship
I mean,
goal?
as long as there are no objections, it has to be agreed upon by the group, but the captain's the one who defines it. And I believe their current one is fix ship.
Fully repair ship. So repair the damage and get the
Yeah,
systems
The
back
two
to
levels of
100%.
disrepair that it possesses.
Okay. I'm reassessing my short-term goal, but I'm not sure what I want to change it to.
Okay.
Actually changed my short-term goal too. 'Cause, yeah. Kind of was going to take too long to actually do.
I'm gonna leave mine. My long-term one probably should change, but I mean, I'm not gonna live that long. Who am I kidding? It's fine.
I like that optimism.
Yeah, what's the point?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Well,
I'll figure it out.
if there's nothing else, you guys wake up on a fine morning on board the ship. I assume you're all getting ready, having your what are you guys eating for breakfast? Are you going to be using the ship's onboard resources, or are you going to be using oh, by the way, the fuel thing has been fixed. I've spoken with the captain about it.
Okay.
Good.
But basically, yeah, I don't know if I explained it to all of you, but I'll just say it again that basically fuel costs 200 credits per unit effectively instead of just 100.
Can we get like a discount for being the synergistic venture? Just for us being us?
You get an increase in
yet.
price.
But undoubtedly one day that will happen.
One day.
One day it will
Build that-
happen.
Gotta build our brand, guys.
Today's the 24th of October, right?
That is correct, and it is Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So,
New episode of Pepper Bubblegum. We have
are
to
you
watch
guys
it.
going to be consuming ship resources, or are you going to be eating your rations?
I'd say let's start off with dead guy food.
Dead guy
How many
food.
rations?
We have like 10.
We got 10 days of ration.
I have 2 on me just because I always need them, just in case.
I don't have any on me at the moment. But I'll have a
Yeah, I
dead
don't
guy
have.
ration.
I don't think I have any of them.
I always have 2
Each
on
of
me.
you go ahead and consume a ration then.
All right, we'll just call this our communal rations
Yeah.
here, and so I'll mark off.
And it's a cabinet full of wheat thins and ramen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no microwavable breakfast burritos on this planet. Just
No.
ramen.
This
No.
planet doesn't even can't even afford the microwaves. So
Mhm.
They're microwavable, but you don't
Tech
have to.
planet.
You don't have to microwave them.
It's not the wealthiest of planets, but it is relatively high tech.
who wrote
Uh,
incoming nuke on that picture?
Not me.
Yeah.
John Plantain was here.
Yeah.
That's going to be everywhere y'all go.
Awesome.
Oh, that should have been your calling card. Plantain was here.
Well, we didn't come up with that till well after the fact.
Damn it.
All right. So, you guys wake up, are having your breakfast of rations. So, what are you guys doing? What's that like? What's breakfast like for you guys?
It's good.
Probably a little
Real
awkward, a little quiet.
Are you guys all sitting around the communal table?
I think I'm sitting at
Yeah.
the couch, watching some telly. Yeah.
I gotcha.
Varric's at the counter, like making a coffee in quotations. He stirs really loudly just because he's not used to being around people all that much, so it's probably annoying.
Okay.
It's gonna take a while to blend in with the group.
Captain will be in his not have his jacket on, but otherwise in his formal attire with his tie and reading a hollow paper or whatever.
Oh
Sipping
yeah,
his
sure.
calf, and
Oh, yeah.
Checking the stock market. Sorry, the space market.
that's right.
Mhm. I gotcha.
Haunted, you dicks.
Are they unusable now? We can't use them.
Yeah. Well, you have to
Use-
get like a cleric to come.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to do an exorcism. Use at your
Yeah.
own risk until then.
Yeah.
It also costs money, so fuck that.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
No, so you guys are chilling out, enjoying a merry little breakfast. So,
Mm-hmm.
unless are you guys doing anything particular during that, or are we just gonna go ahead and skip to where I'm sure the captain will have a start of the day sort of bullpen announcement or something.
Yes. Yeah. We can skip to that unless anyone else wants to talk over their breakfast.
Nom, good captain. Nom, nom.
Clink, 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 clink. Stirring for like 3 minutes.
All right, gentlemen, very good. Well, our last foray was moderately successful. We still came out ahead, and the good news is we have enough funds to pay our current debts. So I'm proposing that we do that immediately before events transpire that might deplete it further. This will give us no backing out, and also reinforce confidence in our investor that we are more than capable, which I'm sure we all here know and understand to be true.
Plus no interest, which I'm all for.
This is all interest. But
No more interest.
And so that being said, we do have a discussion on the table, which is the next step. We have two tasks laid in front of us. One is the knocking down of the building, as mentioned earlier, or rather the weakening of the structure so that it falls down on its own. And then the other task is, well, Mr. The Thorn, I think you are probably better equipped to detail what that is, but I believe we need to find information on the location of those who did you wrong, and possibly get paid something for that task as well.
Close enough. I'll do details in a moment.
Very good. So for the hangar north of the city, it's not far. It's a fairly easy trek, and we know where it is. So the path there is fairly clear. We do need to do an assessment. Petrie, we would need your expertise in finding if there's any weak points on the structure, anything we could weaken surreptitiously without being super obvious about it, because it's buzzing.
Dennis, you're buzzing.
No,
I do that.
that's the ship buzzer. Hello?
Yeah.
Someone at the door? What?
Ah! Life support failing. Just walk outside.
Do the new buzzing noise.
Nice. Wrong. But yes, we need your expertise to see if we can weaken it, because it's important for this task that it not be clearly criminal. We cannot simply go there and destroy it ourselves. We need to weaken it so that in the next storm, it happens to collapse on its own. So we'll need to assess the situation, see what's feasible, and get a plan of action there, because right now we know the task, but we don't have our path to complete it yet. So we need to do some recon there. I believe we're waiting on word as well from the police commissioner, the local authority, to see if there is any more information or any resources they can give us to track down the individuals for Mr. Markai.
No,
Oh, no?
no.
To what?
To all of it, or
Can you elaborate?
No to the stupid fucking knocking over building plan. Just no.
But
I'm not gonna
Money?
lie, I'm a tad hesitant on it too. I don't know how we're gonna knock this over without getting A, caught, B, screwing it up.
you just see Cole playing
Well-
with these low light goggles. He's like, oh, hang on. Yeah, but it's money, and like we're not gonna be hurting anyone. Like, we're gonna make sure no one's in there.
You can know that for certain. I
Oh,
mean,
we could arrange-
you're talking about weakening infrastructure so that it falls down when storm comes. How you know people not be in the factory when storm comes, huh?
I will say this is a storage warehouse and not a factory. Just
How you know people not be in warehouse when storm comes, huh?
there we go.
Perfect.
I also assume that weakening a structure would take a long time because they're meant to withstand these storms.
Well, we don't know
We're just
what
gonna
condition
pull up
it's in
power
currently.
tools and start weakening it and hope no one asks what we're doing.
Well, we don't know. I mean, none of us have even looked at the structure, seen the inside, or even the exterior of it. So we don't know if this is a feasible job or an easy job or.
I tell you
There
right
are-
now, it's not feasible because I'm having nothing to do with it.
I see. May I ask why?
Because he's wrong.
It's wrong.
Yes, he's wrong. You don't know. Yes. You don't know if people are going to be in there. We could kill innocent people. I'm not going to have that on my conscience.
I see.
Is the engine
That's
alarm
the
going
ship.
off? Hold on.
Yeah. Shit.
No, that is the ship.
Oh, it is a ship.
Oh.
Shit.
Let me go fix that. One moment.
It's it's the buzzer. It's like someone's apartment. It's like your apartment buzzer. Someone's
I thought it
ringing.
was an alarm coming off. Right.
Go to the compound now. Who is it?
Hola, senores. I need to speak with you, and I have a warrant here to investigate your sheep.
Who are
We
you?
don't have any sheep.
Wow.
Bathers?
Really? That's the joke you go with?
It's you guys recognize this as this is in fact Captain Valdez.
Ah, shit. Do we have anything on ship we don't want found?
Possibly.
I
Hold on.
don't think
Yeah. So
Janie's
we'll-
scrambling.
Of a quick huddle. They don't have weapon laws on this planet. I think we're pretty clear on that. So we don't have to hide the guns. We no longer
good.
have any delivered contraband. We got rid of that. Does anyone? I'll look at Cole a little longer. Does
You're
anyone have
scrambling.
Hold on.
any illegal substances?
He's just hiding things under his bed.
Yeah, like they're not gonna check that.
10 minutes. 5 minutes. 1 minute.
Do you have your prescription in order, Captain?
Of course. Everything's above board here.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right, I'll hit the comm. Very good, Captain. One moment.
So do you like lower the
Yeah.
the boarding platform?
And he's crushed.
Chung. Step back, Captain.
Got him.
There's a big plume of red dust as this happens. Are you guys watching on basically some sort of like there's like a little camera effectively on the system that you can kind of see what's going on.
Sure. I think
Well,
you
I
should go
figured-
talk to him, Captain.
Yeah, I'm already. As
best we go
soon as
greet
we
him.
open it, I'm heading off to meet him.
Yep.
It's a clear day outside. As you step out into the sunlight, there's not a big storm or anything of that nature. You see that still a descending plume of like this red dust, effectively from the ground, after your loading platform has gone down. You see, Police Chief Valdez is standing there. He's wearing a yellow plaid shirt. He's got a cowboy hat on, and he kind of has raised his hand past the dust. There's a squad car behind him, similar to the grab vehicle that you guys had, but this one doesn't look as damaged. As you all look out, you can see that the two men look worried during this time frame. They seem to be saying something back and forth as they're no longer basically trying to speak with you on communications. But you can see the chief holding out his hand and just like as though signaling the guy to stay back or to stay calm in some capacity. As you come around and begin to make your way towards them, Victor. The police chief he's wearing a holster that's plainly obvious with a gun in it. It's a semi-automatic pistol. And he sort of raises his hand towards you as you head down.
All right, I'll approach him. Morning,
What's
Captain. How can I help you?
Again, by the way, this is the police chief. So.
Police chief. Can I help you?
Anyway, he says, "Hola, señor. So, as you suggested, we went out into the location that you dictated, where you met the bandits. See?
Yes.
And we found that the vehicle that of which you pointed out, and we found the body of a young lady who we understand you employed."
Yes, very briefly, tragically. Actually, didn't we bring? I thought we brought the body back with us.
Yeah, we brought her back.
We did.
with us, Yeah.
Oh, did you? I thought you guys had
Yes.
left it behind.
Yeah,
No, we put all the bodies in the
everything
trailer.
except
we
for the
loaded-
ones
we
that were
loaded
under
every-
the- except for the ones that were under the actual.
That's
vehicle.
true. Yeah, we didn't scrape those ones up. But,
Oh yeah,
Those are the only two that we didn't
the
grab.
pancaked one.
Yeah, we made sure that we grabbed
we
it.
didn't want to look under there.
He says, "Well, senor, you must understand that she was someone who was very dear to the community, and so a minor investigation is going to be necessary in order to alleviate you of any possible guilt, as the circumstances are somewhat suspicious to those around. You effectively came in here on the first day, rode out with her, and brought her back as a corpse."
And
I
then Brian-
see. Now, you do remember what this job entailed, correct? And that we met with bandits and fought them and defeated
I
them.
do, senor, and that is something that is certainly being taken into account, but I must be thorough in order to be certain that our investigation covers any tracks, because we do not want there to be a situation in which somebody who is this near and dear to the community was killed without proper justice being served. And I'm only making sure that these sorts of things are dealt with calmly and appropriately.
I understand due diligence, and of course will adhere to your warrant. I am hoping, though, that the man she treated and in a way gave her life for has also been questioned and has spoken to the validity of our report.
You guys do remember that he was not conscious during any of that.
Fuck. I thought he was screaming, damn it. Fuck.
I don't know. I didn't think he was, but
Okay. All right. That's
But
fine.
I bet you would still say that because it would prove a point.
Okay. Yes, very well.
now, senor,
Please.
before I continue my investigation, do you have anything that you would like to come forward and tell us about, or do you have any evidence to reassure us of this, of your position of not guilt, of course, anything along those lines? Perhaps you have some sort of recording, like a web of some fashion, that of which you have recording 24/7.
I think it's called an Argus.
He doesn't say that, but the GM.
No, you know, I don't.
We
Actually,
didn't turn
as
it on that day.
I know it's been a while. It has been a couple of weeks.
Of course. Actually, Police Chief, as luck would have it, all of my crew, with the exception of Sheenan, as she was a new recruit, but everyone else is equipped on these types of missions that might be dangerous with Argus webbing. So I believe we do have recording from 3 different perspectives of the sequence of events there. Yes, and I believe you'll find everything in line with the report.
Very good, senor. If you could go ahead and make sure that, and he points over, that the lieutenant over here could get that information. If you could provide him those recordings, it would be most appreciated. If you don't mind, I'm going to have a look around the ship, and that sort of thing. I hope this is not a problem.
By all means, feel free. I will let you know that we did, some of the belongings that were held by the bandits. We did acquire those ourselves.
Mhm.
But beyond that, feel free.
Mm-hmm. I see, senor. Well, we do understand that the nature of our planet is such that truest form of law is not truly enforceable, and so we will not be confiscating those things of which you took. They are freely yours, as we as a community are in debt to you. And this, as I said before, is merely a precaution that we are taking to ensure that everything is above board.
But of course, please help yourself, and I will gather the recordings for your men.
And he walks his way up the boarding platform. So let's take a look around.
I will get together the recordings. Now, the audio be present?
It is not. I do not. I'm gonna say it is because I don't feel like fighting it otherwise.
No, I'm fine if it's not. I'll actually call Petrie over to help me gather the data.
I think it is, but
Delete all the audio.
I know the Argus
visible cameras and microphones.
yeah,
I
it
know
does.
Argus Web.
It records
Argus Web
the
records
video and
audio, but I just meant because we were in the middle of a storm or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to get a lot, but you do think that they'll get enough to where they'll probably clear your name.
Okay. All right. Sweet. So yeah, just gather them onto a space thumb drive and hand it over.
Yeah, while you do this, and you head over to the lieutenant there, who's there in a more official-looking uniform, gray button-down, things of this nature with a badge. As you do this, he seems profoundly afraid of you. Like, there's a real sort of concern as this happens. He doesn't do anything particularly weird, but you can see he kind of avoids eye contact and looks away as he takes the information. And gracias.
Is something the matter, Lieutenant?
No, senor, everything is okay.
Also, I think you've addressed him by like 3 different ranks in this conversation.
That was a different guy.
This is the
That guy
lieutenant.
is-
It was
okay.
he's chief captain. I did different. Totally different.
That's right.
That's a part of
Every
his
time-
charm. He's just like,
So,
okay,
I see,
Lance
Sergeant."
Corporal.
yeah. Very-
Thanks, Lieutenant.
The
you
captain,
seem
the chief is now on board, and he's checking out. He just sort of seems to be looking around. Doesn't seem to be rummaging through too much. He might occasionally walk over to a drawer and kind of thumb through something, but he won't do anything. He's not being overly evasive in any capacity, really.
okay.
Varric would have been leaning up against like a wall or like a corner that's overlooking that loading bay, I guess, that they entered from. And as the captain / chief / commander, whatever he is, approaches, he'll just give like a nod and make eye contact with him, seeing if he does anything.
He smiles politely and nods back at you. Hola, señor. Buenos días.
Yes, buenos dias. Do you by chance have any information for me yet? Kind of hoping you shoot me a call with some information.
He nods and he says, I believe I have made contact with somebody who can help you. I will. He says, the individual should be coming fairly soon, sometime after we leave, or perhaps in the afternoon. And good luck with that.
Gracias.
And he continues to investigate. He wanders on downstairs as well and checks out. He kind of walks around storage for a bit. He sees the grab vehicle that you guys took. He opens the door and looks inside a little bit. Sort of closes it. And he seems to be just giving everything a sort of cursory glance as he sort of walks around through it. Finally, after about maybe half an hour, or maybe an hour, probably about 45 minutes, he comes back upstairs and he says, I do not see anything that of which would give me cause to believe that you would have necessarily committed this crime. We are going to look into the video that of which you have handed over to the lieutenant, and hopefully this will alleviate any concerns that we or the people may be having about this incident, and we can put this all behind us. See?
Very good. When you say the people, is there a particular party expressing undue interest in this, or is it just the general will of the populace here?
He says, well, senor, the woman who is with you, Dr. Shinen, she was someone who treated a great many individuals who came in from the mining often physical injuries and things of this nature from men of labor. He says, and the people are concerned, naturally, that the first group that of which came and displaced her, she was immediately killed. And under these circumstances, people are concerned, and you must understand, senor, people in your line of work do tend to raise eyebrows.
Of course. Well, I look forward to the evidence clearing our good name so that we may resume our positive relations.
I certainly hope so, senor. Buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
Thanks.
Right. Go back and reconvene our meeting.
Sure.
Well, nothing strange about that.
I mean,
That is not the first strange thing to happen on this planet.
I'm surprised you haven't gone searched earlier, to be honest.
I think we need a new buzzer because nobody realized it was going off for like 10 seconds.
I mean, you know the ship
sometimes
intercom.
it
it's-
just goes off. It's only on the fourth buzz that we know.
I thought it was just an alarm saying that we're gonna die. It's fine.
That doesn't bode well for me.
By the way, Mr. Markai, in the bedroom over there, you'll find an Argus web. It is standard issue for all crew members to keep that on and active at any time we're off the ship, and even sometimes when we're on it, just to track our actions for these types of circumstances. So please avail yourself to it later on.
Just looking
I
for
shall do that,
blackmail.
thank
I
you.
mean, what?
So, where we were was discussing our next course of action. Now, I've heard some objections to the task given to us by Al-Habash over fear of loss of life. What if we were able to cause the collapse of the building on site under our supervision, ensuring no one was located within? As opposed
No.
to waiting for a storm. Why?
Too dangerous. I don't like it.
Too dangerous. I mean, I'm not saying for sure that we do this. We still have to evaluate the location, but we know nothing about this other than a building needs to come down. We don't know the shape of the building, how large it is, how small.
It's warehouse, right? That means big. You do not make small warehouse. Big building coming down is dangerous.
I see. Why does
So
this
but-
danger have you? We've taken jobs in the past that had considerable risk. That's
A
sort of
risk
our
to
line
us,
of
yes, not a
business.
risk that we are going to kill someone who, some innocent person.
Again, I'm not suggesting. What if I'm saying? What if we were able to ensure there was no personnel in the facility?
You cannot make that guarantee.
I'm not sure I agree with you. I mean, warehouses typically will have shifts if people are working in there. Usually it's security of some sort.
We
There's
could
not
always
too many-
raise false alarms like fire and such to get the place to evacuate.
Yes, and again, I mean, I'm saying it bears further evaluation. It could be that it's not worth the price. It could be that it's more trouble than it's worth. But at this point, we don't know how difficult it would be. But
Now, I just want to quickly ask something. Is the actual job to bring down this building, or is the objective actually something else?
no, it is to bring the building down. And they had wanted it. They didn't want it to look like it was deliberate. They wanted it to look accidental.
Why is this building so important to Al-Habash anyway?
It's
This is
not
just warehouse.
It's not necessarily the building that's important, but what it houses, which is the vehicular fleet of Montenegro Mining. The logic here is that if Montenegro loses its fleet and loses the ability to move the amount of surplus of this Vingadium, that they've been doing recently, it will drive up the price, as right now they have considerable supply, which is lowering demand. So once demand rises, price can rise, and Al-Habash is able to make a shinier profit off of their piece of the stores here.
Corporate espionage, then.
Effectively, yes. There's no personnel that need to be harmed, it's more the equipment. The loss of the equipment that the building contains, or the disablement of them, will mean significant profits for Al-Habash.
Wouldn't destroying the vehicles themselves also achieve the same result?
It would, but
it's very easy
core...
to fake a gas leak or something.
All the fleet at once having a gas leak is very...
If they're all stored in one building, one explosion causes a chain reaction. It's a possibility.
Again, the course of action, as I understood it, was a recommendation that the next storm be what weakens it. If there's any sort of, evident way we can disable all the vehicles and still make it look accidental, where there's no immediate suspicion of criminal activity, I believe that would be a satisfactory end to the goal that was laid in front of us.
Out of character question for the Space God. What kind of tech would these machines use? Would it be like a gasoline-based system, or would it be like power cells and shit?
Grav, yeah.
Fuck.
They grav vehicles.
What would I roll to know more about their internal workings for the sake of faking some sort of catastrophic failure?
Are you trained in tech post-tech?
No vehicle
Tech
grav.
pre-tech?
Nope.
You have pre-tech?
Damn. He's a connoisseur.
Does anybody here have information? No post-tech? Anyone? No?
No. Well, Patriot.
Okay, I'm going to ask that in character. Does anyone here think they could understand the inner workings of the type of vehicles we'd be working with? There's always other ways to fake failure.
Possibly.
Well, let's brainstorm once we're done this meeting and try to come up with other possible alternatives.
I think we'll have a better picture if we simply evaluate the target. Won't take any action, but if we do a little bit of sightseeing and just take in what we need, some recon, then we will have a better idea of if this is feasible, of how many personnel might be around, or if there are any personnel around on a regular basis, and we can take precautions to ensure that there wouldn't be any if we move forward with this job. If we do not, then we tell Al-Habash that the circumstances have changed and we cannot complete it as desired, and we move on with our plans.
It may just be an old airport hangar and you can see everyone inside. We don't even know yet.
Yes, we really don't know, but I mean, again, typically there will be times of days where there will be very few personnel, if any, around, and those that are around are more security-type personnel and can be easily accounted for. I don't believe this is a facility like the building in our last job that we had no idea how many people could possibly be inside.
Oh, I'm fine with recon. That'll at least give us some more to work with.
Dietrich, can you agree to recon?
Okay.
Very good.
What was that roll for, Petrie?
Just what I know about grav vehicles.
Okay, everyone except for Petrie, go ahead and take off your headset for a second. So what, are you trying, what do you know, but that's, what specifically are you looking for?
Just, if some way to disable them en masse easily, aside from just, dropping a building on them.
To disable them en masse? I mean, if you could
If the answer's
create,
no, then the answer's no. That's fine.
If you could create a large-scale, EMP, there's some sort of electrical pulse that would shut down their workings, you could do so. To actually shut them down en masse, individually, it's very doable. To shut them down en masse, you could do something like an EMP is basically all your best option. One of the things you guess may be possible is that effectively, for the way that the gravity works and is altered, is effectively there's a special space magic element that of which a current is effectively coursed through, and that alters the gravity of various entities, right? And you're temporarily altering the gravity in a small scale area, and that's how they're able to coast along in this capacity. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You think that if these individual, like the elements that of which are used, these cores, effectively, these little elemental cores that of which are used for these ships, if they all came from the same place, one of the things that could cause them all to stop being useful simultaneously would be, or it would not be necessarily like instantly, but it would be over a fairly small period of time, would be if there was something defective, like some impurities that were fundamentally inside of that elemental core. You dig?
Okay. Yep.
I dig.
Can you dig it?
And you dig it. All right, very well. So we have a course of action. We will we'll investigate and see what's what with this hangar. We should probably check and see what the situation of it is. Is it off limits? Are we going to arouse suspicion if we just appear there during the day? Should we wait for the cover of night? But we'll at least take an external view, see if there's possibility to take an internal view of the situation and see what we can gather from that. Very good.
How long would it take to get there?
47
Just
years.
walking?
No, taking the grav vehicle maybe.
Yeah, 400
Yeah, we
years.
took our
200
vehicle.
years. No.
200.
So taking the grab vehicle, you guys could get there in 15 minutes or so.
Oh, okay, plenty of time. So I know I have that informant the captain was sending this way, but we'll probably be back before then.
Police chief,
Sergeant.
lieutenant.
Lance Corporal.
Copper.
Commodore.
Very well. Did we want to head there now and just see what we can see briefly and determine what our next step might be?
Might as well. We're done breakfast, for the most part.
Sure are. What a good breakfast it was. Very well. The grav vehicle.
Okay.
To the back grav.
So you guys pile on into the grab vehicle and take off. I assume all of you are going?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm assuming when we leave, we press the button on our like ship's shit boop, boop, before we go away.
Yeah, exactly. So you guys scoot on off. As you make your way down the streets, you can see people, sort of the few people that are walking about on the streets as it is a clear day, kind of give you a sideways glance. You can see a lot of you can feel effectively as you wander down a lot of eyes on the ship as you make your way there. People seem to have their eyes on you as this occurs. You can see that you guys at one point in time do head past a church wherein there are people still sort of coming in. As you continue by, you can see that there's a small cemetery behind it where there's a priest there who seems to be performing some rites there, some ceremonial rites there. You can see, in particular, there are two graves there. You guys did give over Shinnen's body, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, man, we probably should have been to that funeral, huh?
There's
funeral.
Who?
I don't know.
That's cold, man. That's cold.
Space does that to a man. Anyway, you can see there are two there. There are two sort of graves that seems to be undergoing the sort of thing. People are working in various capacities. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Who?
Anybody who's curious as they drive by that. Okay. Okay. And something like you can see in front of one of the graves there's almost nobody. There's nobody really there other than the priest who's there. And in front of another grave you can see a small family is gathered there with at the front of them you can see a man and a woman dressed in all black. With a small gathering of people in chairs sort of behind them. And they're sort of giving they seem to be very, very upset. The family is a man and a woman with a pair of children. One of them is probably in their mid-teens, and another one is a child and probably no older than 2 years old or so. And they seem to be very upset. And you guys coast on by there. You guys keep on trucking along, and you can see that in the center of the town, there's still that giant needle that has a ring around it. You can see people are still working on it currently. They seem to be working on getting clay off of it and repairing damage from the previous storm, that of which passed by, that you guys are fully aware of its effects effectively as you guys were out there, except for, of course, New Guy. And after this, you drive on by and you can see effectively what is the warehouse. You can see a grab vehicle pulling out of it just now as you pull on up. It's this large. It looks almost like you would imagine like an airport hangar, effectively. Like it's very, very large. You can see that around it, about maybe 30 feet out, there's a tall, probably 15, 20 foot fence that encircles the entire thing with barbed wire on the top of it. Except for one area in which there's an entrance. You can see that there's a guard there who's working as sort of toll booth that's letting people in and out. You can see a pair of guards seem to be circling the building as well as this happens, just sort of patrolling the fence line. And there's a guard who's working the toll booth right now, and as one of the vehicles sort of pulls on out, at both sides of the you can see there's a little sort of pad there. Somebody takes their security card, similar to what you've seen before, and effectively swipes it, and the booth the toll rises, and they're able to cruise on through and things of this nature. They do this sort of thing, and that's effectively what ends up going on.
Okay, does it seem like there's a lot of traffic coming in and out?
You guys see one coming out now, and you can see that there's movement going on inside there. And I would say every maybe 10 or 15 minutes, you see a vehicle pulling out.
Okay. And do we see just like one massive but unsturdy load-bearing pillar in the middle of the facility?
Yeah, it's actually a giant tent.
Yes. Good.
You wonder how it's still standing.
They have a cunning plan. All right.
We will push really hard.
Okay. The building structure itself, I mean, does it look as shitty as I'm hoping it is? Or
It looks pretty battered. It's caked in this red clay, right? There's a good bit of it. You can see that it seems to be heavier to one side, what is effectively the north side, which is more or less from the outside it's the right side, but it's the north side. You can see that there seems to be a heavier layer of it, and you suspect this has to do with the fact that this is where you guys came from, the south, headed north. So the south side's going to have more buildings and stuff on that area, so you think that helps some of the deflection, so it doesn't just build up as much whenever the wind blows in from there.
Okay.
It's sort of a rounded structure.
Okay.
Like a half cone, like a half cylinder.
In my history of being a security personnel, does this seem like too much security for this place? No? Feels adequate?
This seems almost light, because they're moving something that is very valuable. And they're covering something that of which is very important to... This is sort of, like, your general understanding from just hanging around the town, this is the lifeblood of the town. If this were to die, the town would die.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's go kill it. No.
So is this also a storage area by the looks of it for the ore, or is it just for the vehicles?
This is just the vehicles.
Are there? Does it look like there's cameras around the fences?
There are no cameras that you can readily see on the fences. You can see on either side of the building there are large security lights, and they seem to have cameras mounted. They have a sign that says like "warning camera," but it's all smeared with clay on it,
Yeah.
and you can just see like the barest image of like a camera silhouette kind of in the corner. And
I getcha.
Does it look like they have a very good vantage point? Do they like swivel and have to watch everything at once, kind of thing?
it doesn't look like they have that great of a vantage point, no.
Well, sneaking is definitely viable, potentially. While Dorokov and Cole are, taking the biggest look around, I want to converse with Petrie to see what he does know about the vehicles that we happen to spy on, and see what ways I might be able to make them fail catastrophically in a way that would look like an accident.
Is not really possible in large numbers. Unless triggering some sort of massive EMP blast, but that is difficult to make look like accident.
Yeah, that would be. No way to, like, have a fire do the job for us, no?
Fire would damage vehicles, yes.
What if we were able to? What if one vehicle had a catastrophic failure, and it happened to be near to something of structural importance that could lead to a collapse?
I don't see what difference that makes.
To what?
He's against the whole building coming down thing.
I see.
The whole point of the building collapsing is to take out their vehicles. Let's try to
Yes.
find a way to just take out the vehicles themselves.
I mean, what the building itself holds no importance. It's the personnel that may be within. Whether the vehicles are being blown up or destroyed, or the building comes down, innocents can't be within. We're agreed on that.
Mm-hmm.
So, would it be feasible?
What sort of business does Al Habash do again?
Also,
Never been entirely clear.
all sorts of business. They have their fingers in many pies. I guess at the core, you could call them an investment group with multiple branches, but they have many interests.
I see. But this mining company is not one of their investments.
No, it is not.
Is there a different mining company that they have investments in?
Possibly, probably, I would say.
Because seems
This
seems
is a
strange.
while. So clearly, okay.
So what?
I was going to say that there's some details that seem to be lost that I might need to re-explain to the captain.
Oh,
Oh, I thought he was withholding on purpose.
I don't know.
It just seems strange to me that their only interest is destroying vehicles so they can sell new vehicles. If I mean this level of destruction, this could sink the entire company.
Yeah,
Sure,
so
Al
it's-
Habash does not want to bring in new mining company.
it is not to.
Everybody except for the captain, take your headset off for a second.
Well, I know about it, but it's okay.
Oh yeah, I guess. Okay, so Al Habash are kind of venture capitalists, first of all.
Right.
Right. They're all about investing in other companies, and a lot of times they're so. In the United States, for example, right, and in several other countries, in a lot of other countries that have free markets, there are effectively laws in place that stop you from trying to get like a corner on the market, right, where you basically have your hands in every pie. So at some point in time, you'll always end up making money, right, because of
Right.
abuses.
Yep.
This doesn't happen in space because the exchange does limit certain things, but not enough to make that really a viable thing. And Al Habash wants to basically have enough fingers and enough pies to where they can't lose, right?
Right.
And Al-Habash is very sort of individualistic in that individuals within the company are almost given autonomy to invest however they like or to start companies in the name of Al-Habash in whatever way they like using that capital. But they're very cutthroat towards each other. And it is not and probably this is what caused your downfall, is that they will undercut you and cut out their own members if they can in order for advancement, because with advancement comes better resources to make more money for yourself and the company at large, right?
Right.
So the business, the entity that you spoke with has their own mining setup, right? That is rival to Montenegro.
Yes.
Okay? They think if they can cut off these grab vehicles, right? If they can cause them dysfunction, they shut down the mining operation of Montenegro.
Yep.
They want to shut down the mining operation of Montenegro because they're still mining, and it's Goldfinger, right? It's now everything we have is worth twice as much because no one else is providing but us. We now hold the monopoly, right?
Right. Yeah, they become the only supplier then.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Are we golden?
Yeah, no, fully clear. Petrie, it is not to. The vehicles are not the end goal. The end goal is to stop the supply of the ore from Montenegro. If Montenegro does not have vehicles to move the ore, I think you're muted, Matt.
You told us before what this ore does. Isn't it something to do with spaceships?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's useful in basically effectively making drill cores. So it's
spike drives. Okay.
Spacey cores is what I wrote down.
That's right. It helps spaceships go far.
So they want to They just want to put company out of business.
Effectively, yes. Right now, they have the corner. They have the most supply. They're flooding the markets effectively with this ore. If their supply dries up, then Al-Habash becomes the sole, or the primary at least, provider of this ore, and the demand increases because now the supply is dropped. They can increase the price and sell the ore for more than they're able to sell it for now.
They also have the biggest mining right here as well.
Yes, they have the largest mining right. Al-Habash's interest here is technically a competitor to it, but they simply don't have the level of access to the raw ore that the current company does. So while they are trying to get a larger stake, that's difficult. So in the meantime, though, they're not making much money, or as much as they want to be, because they hold they have so much more supply.
So what happens to 100,000 people on this planet when all the jobs go away?
Why would the
They're just going to be left here? What are they going to do? How are they going to survive? You cannot grow food on this planet.
But I'm sorry. Why would the jobs go away? I'm not
because you're talking about shutting down the production. You're talking about sinking this company, which gives everyone jobs here.
Yes. Then Al-Habash becomes the planet has the ore. The planet's not going anywhere. Anyone on the planet is still sitting on top of the ore. Al-Habash wants the ore. Jobs will be created.
Basically, the people working here will change employers.
Yes, if Montenegro cannot keep up with supply, if they cannot do what they need to, the town will have to grant more access. More access will have to be given to Al-Habash. Possibly Montenegro will have to sell some of their stake to Al-Habash. That creates more jobs. It creates an equilibrium. I don't believe there's any intent to outsource from another planet when there's able workers right here.
My concern is not about outsourcing. My concern is that there are 100,000 people here who may be out of a job.
I do not agree. I believe that they will have a job with Al-Habash. I mean, the ore needs to be extracted and moved. Whichever group is doing it will need employees to accomplish that. Actually, can I do a business check to see if that's right? Because in my head, that's right, but I don't know.
Roll business check, sure.
Hell yeah.
Sounds just like a corporate takeover.
And if you just roll a 1, it's fine. That's what you believe.
Yep.
Probably.
Okay. Everyone except for Victor, go ahead and take their headset off for just a jiff. So, whenever you visited them, here's the feeling you get, is that what you're talking about, right? You're talking about the situation in which basically Al-Habash becomes the sole supplier, and because of that, they just dominate the market, and they buy out Montenegro, and then they just start mining the sources that which Montenegro has the rights to. And then they just end up hiring Montenegro's employers that were previously there. First of all, you do know that it is not unheard of for people to just to be mean and spiteful and just say, no, you can't have my shit, right? Especially you think if any suspicion that sabotage was at play here, right?
Right.
Second of all, even if it all goes smooth as butter, effectively that's going to take time. Right. Because these grab vehicles didn't come from the Atmo, right? They had to be shipped across space lanes and stuff like that. And it's going to take time for you effectively to bleed the other company dry in that sort of capacity. So this is going to take time. How much time? That's difficult to say with a 7.
Right. That's fair. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so yes, I mean the goal with these types of actions is to acquire what the other company has. The other company has the rights; they have the access to the ore that Al-Habash needs. That company needs to be crippled, needs to be taken down low, so that they're forced to either sell off assets, possibly declare bankruptcy if they're publicly traded. The stock crashes, buyout becomes more achievable. These sorts of things. The goal is to acquire what the other company has and make it our own. That company is profitable. This ore is profitable. Al-Habash hopefully will increase those profits, but it's not looking to reinvent the wheel or to lower the amount of supply just to become the sole supplier.
Captain.
So, yes.
Will Al-Habash be angry if we do not do this?
Anger is probably the wrong word. They would likely be disappointed. It would do some harm, I believe, to our reputation, but nothing irreversible if we simply pass on this job. If we were to fail at it, that's a different matter. If we attempt and fail, or there's evidence of foul play, if we initiate, yes, that would probably raise some ire. That could even work against their plans. But simply walking away, I mean, they'll seek someone else to help them achieve this, or another avenue to achieve it. So we'll have missed out on the opportunity of facilitating that. But if we're not going to do it, if we decide against this, we should let them know as soon as possible.
Either way, the security's very light here by the looks of it. Easily get through there, no problem. Definitely find a way. But yes, if it is going to take time after, for the people here, I don't want them to be in strife or, anything.
It also sounds like, though, if we don't do it, somebody else will.
I mean, Al-Habash needs something to be done here to get more mining rights. So either the Al-Habash chapter here is going to go under and ultimately fail, or they will succeed and capture this. It is not like Al-Habash to simply be satisfied with the current level of profits they must be enjoying. They will seek to improve it, and there will either be an excess there or a failure. Now, maybe this isn't the exact method they end up going with. My guess is that it will be at least attempted. But the acquisition of what Montenegro currently has is a priority in this region.
This is a tough one.
Yes. So, we've seen the facts, we've seen the outside of the building, and we have a few avenues for entrance. It looks like it would be achievable to get inside. We still don't know what the inside looks like and what would be accomplishable from within. Based on the information we have, I think this is achievable. I think we can avoid it without loss of life. Making it look like an accident, I'm less certain about. And making this a viable plan for Al-Habash and therefore ourselves, I'm less than certain. That's not my expertise, and I can't really weigh in on that. If anyone has any thoughts, the floor is yours.
I know the whole point is to make money. Would it be possible to bribe somebody who built the building in the first place to weaken it? They would know it a hell of a lot better than we would.
They would know it better, but it still would have to be done undercover. I mean, it needs someone who can get in there and get out without anyone being.
Can we just pay someone else to do our job?
What if we hire someone? Now we're thinking like the top brass. Just outsource.
That's right.
This is why you hired me. I'm thinking of
Fernando. I've got a crisp 5 credit chip here. If you go knock down that building for me, Fernando.
That's a good boy there. You do that.
Yeah, good lad. Good lad.
Just hire some assassins to go.
That's right.
Hey, we could go. We could hire those pirates that we just had.
Yeah.
They look at jobs.
We had a good rapport with them.
I mean, they've got more crew than us. They could definitely do some stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Those guys are pros.
Yeah. Little pros.
Yeah.
All right. Any other thoughts? Because right now it seems like it's worth investigating further. It's worth gaining entry. It doesn't seem like it would be too risky to get into the facility and get a better look around. Probably
I'm assuming we would need smaller groups rather than all 4 of us.
Potentially, the 4 of us could go with only a few actually entering the building, the others monitoring from afar.
That seems to make the most sense to me.
Yes, but I've so far seen nothing that rules out this as a possibility. So, once again, are we all in agreement that we will return here after dark, assess the current security situation at that time? If at all possible, we'll gain entry to the facility and evaluate further from there and see if this is something feasible for us to accomplish.
Yeah, that works for me.
Very good. Shrug from Petrie. All right.
You see Varric just tapping away in his compound.
All right. It's unanimous then. Well, we can return to our ship for now. I believe there was emissary that we were waiting for.
Mm-hmm. It's a very small steering wheel.
Yeah, Petrie. She's going at it. Like milking a cat. Oh, you muted again, Matt.
You're muted again.
I said it's a universal Wii steering wheel for whatever vehicle I'm driving.
Yeah.
You just take it with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Like both the key and the wheel.
Let's hurry back to the ship, actually. I think I got somebody there waiting for me.
I pushed the turbo button.
We actually take off, and we head up into the atmosphere.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, we haven't got...
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
We run over every strip of like arrows pointing forward. We start running over.
Yeah.
But don't go over 87 miles an hour.
That's right. It totally happens. So you guys make your way down there. You guys truck on along. You pass by the cemetery once again. The padre there is still performing some fashion of rites and things of this nature.
Bow my head.
However, you can see that most of the people have gone from the first grave, and now he's sort of alone at the second grave, along with the workers who are going to lower this plain, wooden casket into the ground.
We didn't pay much for the casket.
Perhaps we should tarry for just a moment.
I gotta get to the ship, actually.
Like,
What does waiting do for us?
We,
Listen,
like,
that was my
stop.
character. I moved on.
Yeah.
Sheen and who? I never met her.
We like
I've got no
stop for like
attachment.
half a second, and then we just go.
Yeah, just a long.
Like
long
one of you
look.
takes off a hat.
Which
Yeah,
did
it
that?
was-
I stole it.
I needed it for just this moment, and then throws it into the back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Grab someone else's hat. All right.
Pa-
Just
a
minute of
passerby.
looking out the window as they see the Padre sort of doing a sign of the cross in the air. You can see the people lowering the casket into the ground, and then they just start shoveling dirt into it, this red clay.
Why that's
I continue
A
to drive
lone
off.
feather just falls somehow.
The figures become fainter and fainter until
Single
finally.
tear runs down Victor's cheek.
Mhm.
Farewell.
Merrick's just on his
Azukagi.
compad tapping away.
You were the best.
I
ever.
changed the radio station because it's too sad.
Yeah, and it changes immediately, and it's yeah. You change the radio station. It's something incredible, you know.
Yeah. It's amazing.
So good.
It's magical.
It's
Anyway,
it's yeah. That,
but anyway, you guys truck on along, and it's
As we're driving, I will say, did the chief not say that Dr. Sheenan was well loved on this planet?
you did.
From what I understand, she was a doctor. I'm assuming this planet needs those.
Okay, what is planned to abuse dead woman's memory for selfish gain?
We can do
You
that.
misjudged me, Petrie. That's hurtful. I was simply commenting that there was no one at her funeral. From anyone anywhere in the village, no one attended. Seems odd. She was so well loved.
She is not from this planet. No family.
Well, family, but surely. Well, perhaps not. I would have imagined someone would have attended. It was they were in such turmoil over her demise.
all right. Well, you're new to human culture, so people would probably have visited the wake, or things of that nature, rather than have attended the actual funeral, unless they were particularly close to her. And besides, she was only here for like 17,000 space years, so it's fine.
Hmm.
She was
And we-
old.
And we knew her for like 150 space years.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Anyway.
Okay.
No, it's fine.
Back to ship.
You guys pull on up to the ship, and you can see leaning against it. There's a woman standing there. She's wearing these long, very baggy pants with heavy boots on. She's got some sort of light-fitting shirt on with a jacket over it. She's got very, very short cut hair into sort of like a bob. And she's got brown skin, dark hair. She seems to be fairly young, probably her late 20s or so. She's leaning against the ship as you guys pull on up, and her eyes just sort of follow you and waits for you guys to park on it and stuff.
As we pull up, I will then shoot her another message on the compad and then watch her reaction to see if she's the one that's getting the messages I'm sending.
Okay.
Is this your mysterious anime sidekick / love interest?
Thankfully, no. This might be an informant that gives us the information we need for the recon of my side job.
You see this woman pull out a compad and examine it. She looks up at the grab vehicle as you guys lower the loading dock and start to pull on in. And as you guys drive on by, you see her give you the middle finger. And you
That's
guys
definitely
pull-
her.
My
I'll
kind of
take
woman.
care of this one.
How many people will
Wow.
it take to woo this one? Need to hire some more crew members.
It's okay, none of you speak Spanish, so
It's fine.
We do. We need more people. Fernando, welcome aboard.
Fernando, hey.
Enjoy our debt.
My next character is Fernando now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll head out of the grav vehicle first, then go greet this informant.
Yeah, she goes ahead and she walks on behind the grab vehicle as you guys pull on in and walks onto the ship. Assuming you guys don't do anything weird to try and stop her.
Freeze!
Ah!
On board.
Rifle.
Ah, thank you. Thank you for waiting.
As you guys start to climb on out, you're immediately greeted with shouting. Oh, hello, fucking puntas! What took you so fucking long? It's scorching hot out here, you assholes!
Oh, calm down. We had to finish some other business. Just thanks for showing up so timely.
Just, well, there's not much work around here other than the bullshit they pay me to do. It's refreshing to actually talk to some human beings other than the assholes I have to meet with all day.
So angry. So what have you got for me? I'm eager to hear what you can do for me.
You're the ones who fucking needed me. The chief come to me and he says, oh, I need somebody who knows the planet. They're looking for some bullshit. And I said, fine. At least it gets me outside for 4 seconds. I didn't know I'd be cooking out there, you asshole.
Sweating's good for the skin. Don't you know that?
Is that why you look so shit?
Yes. Rough work.
I
What
like
do.
her.
I'm not surprised. So again, what can you?
I'll be
What can you tell
cleaning
me
my
about-
rifle.
You get that out of candy.
Yeah? Is that a euphemism?
He'll be in his bunk.
not the coal.
Yeah, what can you tell me about Glina Tarkani?
She goes, what?
Okay. Whips out his com pad and we'll point to like the map he was shown earlier as to where they likely are. What can you tell me about this area over here? I need to know if there's anything specific where a bandit group is likely to hide out in. Maybe you've seen or know of a couple places.
She says, my father was a prospector. He took me and my sister at a time or two. She looks around. She goes, I have a couple of guesses, senor. Sure. How fucking much you pay?
Correct me if I'm wrong. Aren't you already being paid by the chief?
No.
4 credits.
Out of character question. I thought she brought up being paid already.
Yeah, she said, I want to get paid.
Okay.
And then maybe I misspoke, but I don't believe so. And that's...
Okay, let me just quickly check something.
I'll give you all of my credits. So it's 4 in total.
I'm going to attempt to intimidate her using my dark look.
Okay.
And be like, I'm pretty sure the chief has every intention of paying you once the information is provided. Kind of stands tall and looking down at her a little bit.
You suck at this.
Shut up. That's what, a persuasion? Do
Yeah.
they have a...
That's persuasion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do persuasion.
I got a +2 with that dark look, okay?
Oh, you're fine, man.
All right. She tilts her head for a moment as you say this. There's a long moment before she looks away. Un momento. She kind of walks off and pulls out her compad. She seems to be making some sort of call.
I didn't
She's
think
shouting.
you would check this.
Angrily in Spanish. She kind of comes back and kind of rubs her pants legs with her hands, kind of looking around at you all nervously. And
Still
she
got
says,
the compad in hand, just waiting for it to enter the coordinates she knows of.
she puts her compad away and she says, I'm sorry, senor. There seems to have been some sort of mistake. Apparently, the police chief is not interested in paying me. This is some. I'll be going now. She kind of.
I'll make you a deal. Your information is good, you get paid. I don't want you giving me nonsense coordinates and running away with hard-earned money.
She stops for a moment. How much?
He seems to be thinking.
You
50
guys.
credits.
2 credits?
It's 50. 50.
50 credits?
All I gotta do is put some numbers on a screen. It's not the most dangerous thing you've ever done. Making some real assumptions there, but...
Senor, it wouldn't be that simple. I'd have to go out there and see these myself. The terrain is always changing, but I have a couple of guesses. She kind of looks at you for a moment, and then she gazes at the rest of the crew. What are you guys doing while she kind of looks searchingly at all of you?
Totally cleaning a rifle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just staring at her, rubbing the barrel of that gun.
Just trying to be as fucking possible.
Oh yeah. No, he'd be looking away coyishly.
Pretty sweet, right?
Yeah, that doesn't make you less creepy.
It's just still creepy as fuck. It's still creepy as fuck.
I'll be like just nearby on the data pad, but very clearly eavesdropping, trying not to be super obvious about it, but being super obvious about it.
Peachy's still sitting in like holding the wheel, like.
Yep.
Do we go again?
You guys,
At that point, Varric would give like a frustrated sigh, be like, "Give me a number, and it better be a fair one." He makes it obvious he doesn't think she should be paid a whole lot for just pointing out places. So.
She goes, you guys take on jobs in other planets, see?
They do, but this one I started before I joined up with them. So this is more of a personal task than something involving these.
How? She looks at you, and then she looks at the rest, and she kind of straightens herself up.
Yes, you.
To sort of muster up her courage a bit. And she says, she looks at your compad, and she looks at you. She says, so you're not the captain?
No, he is.
He says, would you be willing to take on a passenger?
Raise an eyebrow, slowly turn to look up to the cap.
Where are you headed?
Anywhere.
I'll look to Thorn, the Thorn. Look back to the girl.
Thorn.
Thornyson.
Right.
Remind me why we need her again?
She has the information necessary for me to complete my last job before joining up with you guys. If it helps, I will pay for her like rations and board and all that.
I'll fix my gaze back on her. I'll say, the standard rate for, even not for luxurious accommodations as we would provide, it's several hundred credits for... Sorry, out of character, what is the in-game term for hex? Is there one?
I'll call it sector, just for
sector, yes,
Sector
thank you,
space.
nice. Yeah. It is several hundred credits just to transport personnel across one sector.
How much?
Yes?
Just how much?
Last passenger we took was 500 credits.
Okay, good. Can you take 2 for 1,000?
Believe we can.
You have a deal. She looks at the combat and she says, but you can throw that piece of shit away. She says, this map doesn't mean anything. You think people fucking know how this thing works? They can't even fucking see it from space, the storms that come by. You have to have boots on the ground.
When are we doing this?
She says, whenever you need.
What time is it right now?
It's probably getting around noon.
And we're not going to the warehouse until like night?
Yes.
All right. I guess I can go now. Captain, do you mind if I'm gone for a few hours?
I do
It'll take quite a
not.
few.
Sorry, what?
It'll take quite a few. And if there are bandits there, like you say, we're going to
Pure
need to do some
recon.
scouting.
Don't need to engage them. Just find out where they are.
When's the
But if
last
the
time
bandit-
you have snuck past a bandit group?
Don't have to go past them. Just find them and turn around.
No, I'm
But-
sure they'll allow that.
Becoming less confident about allowing you to leave for that long.
Then,
I'm assuming
then
you
come
need a
with
vehicle.
if you'd rather. Just didn't want to be a nuisance to my new captain with the job I took before I joined.
You're one of the crew
You
now.
think that this sort of mission is like a group mission? That
Not
the-
solo mission.
You don't get to go alone. You have to take a crew, you bastard.
this is a group game, senor. And
Senor, it is dangerous to go alone. Take this,
Yeah.
your crew.
Take Cole. He's a good boy.
take Cole. He has cool nickname.
I guess taking Cole along would make sense. Extra firepower.
We need
If we're doing
we need
this,
drugs
you're
and a driver.
intending on taking. If you're taking our vehicle, we're doing this as a crew. But just remind me again, this job does pay at the end of this.
In case you haven't figured that by now, that is all he cares about.
I'm not surprised, but I've told you before, Captain, there's no profit in this mission at all.
Hey, we got a grab vehicle. That's profit right there.
she says, come on, Captain, you men in big suit, you looking all tough, huh? Maybe you don't want to get your hands dirty. I understand if you're scared. I mean, I would hate for you to be worried or frightened by anything that might happen out there in the big, bad world.
Can I borrow a suit?
I'm sorry, that doesn't work on me, young lady.
Oh, of course not, Captain. Pussy. I'm sorry. The clay out here, it messes with me. Pussy. I'm sorry, Captain.
I'm sure there'll be
You
plenty.
will give
of
us a moment, please, good lady.
Of course, you probably need to change your tampon or something. She goes ahead and she struts off and leans against the grab vehicle.
Not even on
I
my
suppose we all get like a little huddle now.
Yeah.
That was rude.
There was
You
a
are
lot
kind of a pussy,
respect there.
Captain.
All right. I'm not opposed to doing this job, despite there not being any profit, but I don't think it will cost us anything to accomplish it. And
That's just it. It's meant to be quick. There should be no engagement of hostiles. Just find the exact coordinates of their base in GTFO.
we, other than the reconnaissance of the facility, we have nothing pressing. So I am open to this. It should not take up too much time, but we'll still put it to a vote. Who is in favor of accompanying our newest member on this journey?
Me.
Fuck it, sure.
Sure.
Oh, sure.
why not?
It's
I
sure
like
for
him.
him. Bucket sure for this, and sure. Great.
Sure, I'll go kill bandits.
All right.
I
I
go
have
and
no
fist
problem
bump,
shooting people who deserve
fist
being
bump
shot.
Petrie. Man, there should be no shooting.
Oh,
Even
shooting.
better.
All right, goodbye.
I have no problem driving by people who are not going to shoot me.
I mean, that's most of the town.
It's good to have defense, weapons in case, but all we have to do is find their hideout and then leave.
Yes.
As long
We'll
as we have to
go
go in
armed,
it.
of course, ready for the worst, but as you say, purely reconnaissance. We'll be back at our ship in no time. Very well.
Thank you, Captain. This will mean a lot to my reputation. I'd rather not leave a job uncompleted.
Something I understand completely. I'll shoot a glare at Petrie.
Wow,
It
such
was like,
animosity
whoa.
amongst this group. My character deaths are having a huge effect. I like it.
It's all your fault.
Character growth right there.
Yeah.
And break.
Very well. We'll be accompanying you. You'll take us to where the bandits are. Find out what we need to find out and return here.
She says, "Don't worry, pretty man. I'm sure I will protect you out there in the wilderness. If you get scared, it's okay. I
Hey,
understand."
that's enough disrespect to my captain.
Oh, of
I've only
course.
just joined this group. Don't
sure.
create animosity
Want
amongst
to
my employees.
offend you? Listen, I didn't know she was your girlfriend. Okay, it's fine. It's fine.
Ooh.
Is anyone averse to murder the moment this fucking job is done?
Yeah, like, at what point do they become deserving of dying?
I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, I kind of like her.
You're hired.
She's the fifth member you need. She speaks Spanish.
That's
We
right.
need her,
She
like-
could woo. We need to hire her to woo
more
herself.
bitchy Consuela. No.
No.
She says, okay, but before I want to talk about one thing. When will we be leaving planet?
We have one task to potentially complete. Should be on planet for 3-4 more days at most, ideally.
She nods at this. And I have your word. Captain...
Plant.
Dodakov.
Wait for it.
Commodore.
Captain Dodakov. Now, I am curious. Why are you what's so urgent about getting off planet? It seems like you could hire any ship that came here to get you off world.
Listen, if he doesn't have to tell you how much he's getting paid for this, then I don't have to tell you why I'm leaving planet.
Petrie will look at Thorn curiously.
Lauren is not making eye contact with anyone. He's just staring at her.
Cleaning my gun.
And who is second person we are taking off planet with you?
She is my sister. She will be no problem.
He misses
I want to make it very
planting.
clear. We will transport you off planet, but this is a transport job. The price to transport, let's say, fugitives or avoid a pursuit is much higher. It will get you off world.
You said 1,000 credits, senor. Come now, there's no need to start backing off now, huh?
Just making it very clear where we stand. I believe we understand one another, and before you ask, I'm sorry, you're not my type.
He says, oh no, it's okay, I'm straight, senor. There's no need for that.
Very good. Well, shall we be off?
Indeed.
She,
They-
yeah, you guys just off. She sticks her hand out and she says, Vesnia.
Mia?
Vesnia.
Vesnia. They call me Mr. Dodakov.
Okay, but what does he call you? And he gestures to the Thorn.
He calls me
Call
captain.
him Captain.
She goes, Miss Captain it is, and she shakes your hand.
Charmed.
All right, señorita, are we going now?
Yeah.
But of course.
Hey, Cap, how much creds we got?
Why?
Just to stop off at the store.
You want snacks for the trip?
The
beef
the
jerky.
other store, the explosive store.
The Rudy Tooty point and shooty store?
Yes, just that one. Yes,
That's a good store.
it's a good store.
Yes. I'm sure we can justify some expense. Actually, let's do this. Yeah, we're definitely going to get paid for something.
Eventually.
Someday.
Someday.
All right. I'm gonna do the data pad before we go. I'm gonna pay off our current. So I'm paying off Farouk his 3715, and then I'm paying the 3,230 for the ship maintenance, because it's no longer half price because we left. I believe we said.
I'm sorry, say that again. You broke up a little bit for me.
It's no longer half price the ship maintenance, right? Because we did fly this month.
Yeah, you did fly this month.
Okay. So I'm paying off, or we're paying off collectively, the full maintenance and the 3715 to Farouk for a total of 6,945 credits.
Yes.
Okay.
That's correct. 6,945 credits.
Okay. Done. Okay. To the store.
Yeah.
So you guys taking Besnia with you?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, it's on the way,
Guess
I
so.
guess. Yeah.
She's a great conversationalist.
Uh-huh.
I missed the cab driver.
Yeah.
Yes, I'd love to have her back.
Yeah, why can't she be the fifth character?
Sure, peace on every planet we're on.
Well,
We haven't taken a cab yet. That's why.
y'all didn't want to talk to her, so.
Yeah, we did. We just felt bad that her initial cab got shot to shit.
Okay, so Pichu, you driving?
Yep.
All right. As you start up the grab vehicle and start to pull out, she kind of jerks forward and grabs someone next to her, sticks her arm out, and she goes, "Wait, where the fuck did you find this guy? He's your driver? Have you ever driven one of these things before?"
Yes, multiple times over the last few days.
Ay. She sort of rubs her forehead and she goes, "No wonder Senorita over there was so scared." She points at the captain.
What's wrong with my driving?
Are you trained in grab vehicle?
No.
No.
Then it's
That's
not too
why
good.
you bad at it.
It's not too good. But yeah, you can make your way to guns.
Yeah.
Multiple.
Now
guns.
with more guns.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
no ammo. Like it's like no ammo.
Shit, you gotta go to bullets. If you want
Yeah,
That's right.
it's right
That's okay. It's
next.
next door.
Yeah.
It's in the next system.
Right. How much can I spend, Captain? It's a good idea.
What are you looking to acquire?
Well, if it's only a small amount I can spend, I'll just grab a grenade because that could help. Especially with vehicles, it will very much help.
I agree. I think that would be.
So wait,
Good
are you
for
two
us.
like sitting in the front? No, I guess you're not. You guys are sitting in the back.
We'll be in the back, yeah, chatting.
Yeah.
Okay, or like who's sitting shotgun?
I assume the crazy lady who will be directing us.
Okay. While you guys are having this chat, she looks back and she goes, "Does she keep all of your balls in a purse?"
Yeah.
Okay.
Hate her so much.
You'll say.
Very good. But
The
yes.
clutch bag, actually.
Perhaps we should invest in several. Let's say 3.
So
Captain.
25 each. So that's
What are we
75.
buying?
Grenades.
Nades.
You've come up against a grav vehicle once? You got to blow them up once in a while.
We've all seen Serenity. All right.
Some grenades sure would be nice, right?
Yeah.
They would
You
help.
gotta have some grenades.
Captain, any chance we can invest in armor for me? Because my last set got destroyed.
No.
Just an armored undersuit.
Wait,
No.
just an armored undersuit?
Fair enough.
It's like 600
Fair enough, I can
credits.
No. Yeah, our credits, we are not flush. 25 credits I
They're
can
not
swing.
infinite. I just, yeah, you just look and you got like the transaction completed message back from the bank. There's like a little smiley face and like
Again,
a
he
picture
doesn't know how
background
much
of,
funds
like
the ship has.
a bunch
so.
of people sort of smiling with their arms around each other, and they're all like a different like ethnic group just to make sure they cover everybody, kind of thing. It's very,
Yep.
it's very friendly and inviting.
I could get you a leather jacket.
Don't worry about it. I will wait for a job that pays well and take care of myself for you.
Very good.
This is the main reason why I don't want to get into a shooting match right now.
I could also, it's like, I just look at the captain. It's like, I could also do the sniper rifle. No,
You
I'll-
got a normal.
I'll trade in the rifle. It's fine. We'll get money back.
Just use your rifle and your new goggles. It's basically the same thing.
It totally
Well,
is, but it doesn't get me XP.
Unless there's anything specific to the task we're completing, let's stick with the grenades. I think that would be good to have around for any unforeseen circumstance.
Alrighty. Sorry,
Right,
buy
so I'll
3
give him
grenades.
75 credits.
Walk in. Can I buy some
He says
grenades?
stuff, but he leaves. So
Yeah. The picture just walks off. He's like, "I'm out."
Yeah, he just jumps out of the tucks and rolls and driverless. It just careens off of something.
Yeah. So this gun
The
still
end.
sells grenades.
All right. I'm gonna take 1.
You can take one.
I'll take one as well.
No.
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 Actually, wait, will I?
Will you let her?
I might
have
not
it?
take- No.
They're just
No,
they're
I
just
just don't know.
primitive.
I'm just checking if I can physically carry a grenade.
Oh, they're light.
Yeah, they are. They're one.
They don't even count as.
Because you can like clip them onto a belt and they don't.
Yeah, they
weigh
don't. They
down.
don't count as weight.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, then yeah, I'll take 1.
Like if you had like a box of them, yeah, that'd count as weight. But
A crate. I'll take a crate.
yeah, just one that wouldn't weigh you down.
Yeah.
I'll like a pallet of grenades, please.
S'il vous plaît.
Yeah.
All right. Very good.
Do I give the grenade to
Wow,
Creature gets distracted driving because of a cat.
While this weird conversation goes on,
Back grenades.
you see y'all's new best friend look over at Petrie, and she says, "Sure takes a lot of haggling to get 2 dainty little things such as myself and my sister on board the ship for such dangerous killers, huh?"
I pull the pin out of a grenade and just walk off.
Does Petrie say anything, or is his just eyes forward?
I mean, he looks at her, but he doesn't say anything.
So you're the social one, huh? All right, nice.
We done shopping, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. Get back on the road. I'll
Onward.
I'll mutter to Cole, though. I should have charged her more. I didn't know she was going to be this talkative the whole time.
There's a social interaction fee.
3,000
Like-
credits.
Like your
Wow, you guys are.
Hey, we are seducers.
We're fucking
of,
broke. That's why we
women.
crank up the fees.
You guys are fine. You guys are buying equipment.
Yeah, our funds are looking.
Yeah, I mean,
real solid.
we brought 325 credits worth of stuff. It's fine. We've got money.
Armored undersuit would cripple us at this point.
Oh,
Surprised
yeah.
We didn't haggle on the grenades.
Yeah.
Come on, I only get to
Yes.
use them once.
I'll give you a 70.
Anyway.
All right. Yes.
It's like haggling with Russians was a really good idea.
That's right.
That
You
one.
guys pile them back into the grab vehicle. You can see that. What's Petrie like as he's left inside the grab vehicle with this lady?
Just slightly annoyed and not sure why she's talking, but it just seems to be something she does for her own amusement more than anything else.
As you're sort of sitting there in the vehicle, she leans against sort of the side of the vehicle and just seems to be sort of looking at you, just sort of looking you up and down. And she occasionally asks you questions. Are you going to answer any of them, or are you just
That
kind of
depends
blow it off?
entirely on what the question is.
She goes, "So, do you kill a lot of people?"
You're talking in this job particularly?
No, just in general. The whole town is talking about the bandits and how you killed that doctor.
That's all he says.
Okay.
Okay.
She says, "So where are you all from, huh? What brings you to this shithole, huh?"
Looking for work.
Yeah? That bad, huh? That you have to come out here?
Yep.
Maybe I should have looked for another sheep, huh? I don't know if that one could even fly.
It's gonna fly.
Well, I guess miracles happen every day. My grandmother was right. And you guys pile on in.
As soon as we get out in the desert, bitch.
This is a one-way trip.
Man, you guys turn vicious quickly.
That's right.
We're the
Someone's a
good
little annoying
guys.
and we murder him.
Some people deserve it.
It's been a long time coming.
Remember when we
Almost
started
20
off this?
minutes.
Remember how we started this off as we're the good guys? Yeah, that's gone.
Yeah, that went downhill fast.
Poverty just immediately turned that around.
Hey, that's Freakonomics, man. All right.
What would you do for a Klondike bar, huh?
You guys dish out the grenades in an appropriate fashion and spend all the money.
Yep.
That you guys basically
Alright,
have.
so let's get this recon mission over and done with.
All right. So I'm gonna double check something real quick.
He does a roll. No, she has no idea where they are. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's not just anything.
Takes you to the Grand Canyon for sightseeing.
That's right. And you're... All right, let me double check here.
Hey Thorn, how's your
Yeah,
throwing
We're
arm?
somewhere in here.
So Thorn, how's your throwing arm?
Decent, but I'm not too proficient with those. If you trust me with it, I will not disappoint. Damage the last
Hey.
words.
I mean, no point in me having two.
It does give me a tactical advantage. If you would like to give me one, I will put it to good use.
Yeah, I'll hand over the second grenade.
As you guys start riding off, she goes ahead and she slings off a backpack there, which she has been carrying with her. She sort of unzips it in on the floor of the grab vehicle and pulls out. And then seems to be digging through it. And she goes, "All right, before we go out there, do you all have?" He says, "Who here has a survival kit of any kind?"
Hands up.
I do.
And Petrie, you do as well.
No.
I'm giving you one of the 2 survival kits we took off of the dead bandits, and you also have, or you should also still have that one rifle. With
I
10
do have a
extra
rifle,
rounds.
yes.
Okay, well, add a survival kit too.
Okay. Do you have any rations in case we end up getting caught out there?
I got 2.
Got 6. We'll bring our rations with us.
Good thinking, Cap.
They sit in the car.
Now listen, these storms, they blow in here all the time. They cause all kinds of crazy problems, and they could definitely get us in a lot of danger out there, especially if we're going to be going off of the paths that of which are described for the vehicles that travel from the mines. Okay? This is not just a safety problem because of the bandits, but because the environment itself. This planet is very hostile, and I want to make sure that we are all completely safe. Understand?
Yes.
Yep.
No,
Okay. She says, now, do you have any freaking idea at all where these bandits might be located? Or are you just guessing in the dark?
This is why we have you.
Oh, then I should have asked for more. So we just pick a direction and ride? Is that the plan?
Well, they came from
Didn't
the...
we?
We have an idea where they came from.
Yeah, I thought we had a general direction,
Yes,
didn't we?
on my
Gotcha.
compad, I have this map. This is where they're expected to be, but we need somewhere more specific and concrete. 'cause
South,
that's a
northwest,
wide-ass
and
area.
eastern direction.
She sticks her hand out and gestures for you to hand it over.
Passes it over.
Okay. She pulls it up and seems to be combing through it. She zooms in and sort of checks out the various coordinates. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've been out this way before. It was years ago with my padre. I have a couple of ideas at where they might end up hiding out. We're going to need to investigate ourselves, and frankly, I will need to be there because of the possible geographical changes that might have occurred over the period of time. See?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
She goes ahead and leans on back, puts her feet up on the dash, and starts messing with the radio. As you guys cruise on off into the noonday sun.
Tag
Yeah.
Channel 17.
As you guys ride on off, the wind starts to pick up, and it starts to get sort of rougher and rougher as you guys cruise on out. The wind continuously just gets worse and worse and worse as you guys ride on out. You can feel it beating against the side of the vehicle as you guys are quickly end up finding yourselves in one of the similar sand, sort of clay storms, if you will, that of which you guys ran into earlier. Having fun? Alright. Anyway, as you guys continue to truck on out, are you guys going to be doing anything during this magnificently fun ride?
Trying not to kill her. That's basically it.
Okay. Everybody else?
That's very difficult. Nothing major, no.
Yeah, no, nothing special. Checking over my new gun.
Keeping an eye out for banditos.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
And their Fritos.
of course. Which is the worst part.
That's their trademark.
So you guys are able to hurtle on through before finally she nudges. She puts her feet down and she starts to nudge Petrie. She goes, "Stop here! Hold on!" She goes ahead and she sort of adjusts her jacket a little bit. She pulls out her combat and checks something before she opens the door. You feel a rush of this clay sort of enter in before she closes the door behind her. She sort of wanders all around for a moment.
Drive away. Drive away.
You see that she,
Strongly considering it.
out of her backpack, puts on a pair of goggles, effectively. and seems to be scanning the various areas. She sort of wanders around for a moment before she hops back in, and she directs Petrie to go another way. Go right up there. Go this way. Go this way. That's it. All right. Come on, you can go a little faster. Come on now. All right. Here we go. That's good. She hops on out, and she repeats this task several times. Finally, she climbs back in, and she pulls out the combat and lays it before you guys, and she says, all right, listen up, cochinas. She gestures to certain areas on the map, and she goes, this is an area that of which has been struck by asteroids that were fairly significant some years ago. See? Now, I have never run anything like these bandit camp you talk about, but a good place that might be to build a sort of encampment might be inside of one of those asteroid areas. All right? If you're able to move the clay sufficiently, then you're able to avoid most of the storms that might damage buildings and stuff. Si, senors?
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there are three major places that we're talking about here, all right? We can go dead to the west, find something over there, to the east, and of course, all the way north, if we head this way, sort of northeast, we can find yet another one. See?
Varric will take a moment to take his compad and kind of write out those little instructions, put an X for exactly where they are now, and then put it down for now. It's a good start.
Which way do we go?
If you were a bandit, where would you make your home?
On a ship called the Synergistic Venture?
You are
No,
very
that's
amusing.
death trap, senor. If I were a bandit and I were to make my home here on this shithole, I assume you're talking about, I would say it's difficult to tell, perhaps the northeasternmost. That would be the furthest away from getting interference from. However, if you were concerned with being close enough for raiding, maybe here in the northeast. Go ahead and make a roll real quick.
You want to be far away enough to not be interfered with, but you also want to be close enough in case you have to walk to get somewhere.
All right. She says, "Si, senor, I would say the northeasternmost here. This crater here would be the place that I would go. It's a place that of which I would say is the place that would be the furthest away from getting interference. The place that of which it would be closest to where a large circle of storms come by, so it would be difficult to see from space, and you could avoid detection, things of this nature."
Seems like a good place to start.
Very well.
Let's go check it
Northeast
out.
it is.
All right.
Chambers are
So you
rifle.
guys head on off in that direction. Yeah, so once again, just a constant beating against the vehicle. Let me double check something real quick. Petrie, go ahead and roll me a tech post-tech roll.
To see if you notice the
Tech,
smoke
post-tech.
coming from the...
Intelligence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So as you guys are trucking along, you notice, Petrie, that the vehicle isn't quite steering the way you think, and you think that there might be something that the acceleration seems a lot more sluggish, and you think there might be a certain problem with the engine, similar to the one that you fixed on the previous grab vehicle, that of which shut down.
Is this just like an issue with the weather?
Yeah, this is something that of which happens whenever it just gets under this much exposure.
Car is starting to have trouble. I can fix if needed. I don't know if it's a good place to fix or not.
Yeah, where are we relative to cover or hidey holes?
She says, at the speed we're going now, I would say maybe 30, 40 minutes, perhaps.
And is this all just the terrain we're in? Is it all mostly just flat?
It's very sort of duny. There's
Okay.
sort of peaks and valleys and things of that nature.
And a sandworm comes out of nowhere. And
Spice must flow. Rah.
Are we talking a dune sandworm or a Beetlejuice sandworm?
That's a good question.
Both.
one of
Yeah,
each.
the Mars worms or the moon. Yeah. Is there any like dunes or anything? Any shelter from the wind or the direction the wind is coming, or not really? That we could...
That's nearly impossible.
Okay. Well, there doesn't seem to be an ideal place to stop. So if we need to stop for repairs,
Best
suppose we'll
do
take
it.
care of it.
I mean, we got a top. We can set it up.
Got many tarps.
We've got like 10 tops. We can top this. We can make a top city.
50 goddamn tarps.
We built a city out of
days.
tops. It's fine.
We're poor in credits, but rich in tarps.
Mm-hmm.
Like the banking system of the USA. Yada da da da.
Oh!
Hey!
Topical
Burn.
humor 8 years late.
Still funny.
Actually, you're 3,000 in there.
Don't give me that. I don't want your sympathy symbols.
Sympathy rim shot.
Your mocking rim shot, sir, is not appreciated.
That's what she said.
No clap.
All right.
So, are we fixing the car?
I'm out.
Yes.
Goodbye.
If we feel it must be prudent to do this now and take care of it before it becomes a larger issue, then yes, let's stop here. We'll try to be as inconspicuous as possible so that we're not sighted by any passersby.
Cole and I guess, will stand watch while he's fixing it.
Very good. I'll stand watch from inside the vehicle.
Yep.
Yep.
Can't mess up that suit, boss.
That's right.
Right. I will fix the car.
Okay. Are you guys are you guys just pulling over and just letting Petrie just go out there? Like, what's the plan again?
Pulling over,
Creature's
putting the
gonna
top
come
up.
And
It's
then
assembling
and
tarps
Cole are going to get out of the
and
car and
repairing vehicle.
watch on each side.
So Petrie, as you start looking over this, you think this is going to take a little while to fix. This is a little bit worse than what you previously thought it was, as effectively the weather itself is just really damning to these ships. And you think that however these ships must run, they must be regularly getting maintenance in order to drive out like this. So as you start working there, everybody who's like assembling the tarp, go ahead and roll me like a perception check.
A perception check?
Yeah.
A full sight?
That's wisdom, right?
Is it sight based or?
Sight-based, yeah.
Yeah, so 9 then for me.
Aha!
Aha, double 9. We've got both sides covered.
Yeah, you guys see a pair of headlights making their way through the sandstorm kind of situation.
Which direction?
They seem to be coming from the west.
A tap on the window. Incoming!
Okay.
Don't be afraid to use our new passenger as human shield.
God, I love the way you think, Petrie.
Just, I don't want to cause a death of innocent life unless they're really annoying. Then it's okay.
A brave lot, every one of you. Your mothers must be so proud.
All right. I'll
She's totally still alive.
ready my weapon and exit the vehicle as well.
Using the vehicle as cover, I'll be watching it with my rifle ready.
I'm not sure if I should run off
Can I
again.
do this repair speedily?
You can, but it's probably going to take you like 10, 15 minutes.
You're basically just cleaning it. It's not really.
Yeah, it's more of an issue that
unclogging shit.
Like it's an issue of just the work of doing it rather than like the sophistication of knowing a situation. So a grab vehicle ends up pulling up alongside of you guys, much similar to the one that you guys have now, kind of beat up and rough looking.
Shit, try to look like bandits, guys.
In it.
There's no bullet holes that you can see.
Yes.
Is there still a smear of somebody who is crushed underneath on the bottom?
None perceivable.
I think I destroyed that grab vehicle by doing that.
That red dust or blood?
Just a little bit of spleen hanging off the bottom, just dangling there.
Nice. No, you guys left that grab vehicle, so
Yeah.
in theory, it could be there.
But didn't they find it?
Not perceivably that one. Also, this one isn't as damaged. It doesn't look like it plowed into another grab vehicle at any recent point in time.
Again, yet.
As you guys pull alongside, a couple of guys get on out, about 3 guys. They're wearing these big, dark, heavy brown coats and have these masks on. They slowly approach you guys, seeing you guys huddled around in this area, pulling out this tarp. One of them approaches Petrie, presumably, or unless somebody's closer. I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and
Well, presumably one of them is on either side of me, so...
Pretty much. I'm like...
Well, again, they all approached from the west, so we'd be like taking the vehicle's cover and pointing weapons at them. I don't know how close they'd want
Is that
to
what
get.
y'all are doing?
That's what I did. I don't know who else decided
I'll stand
to
in
get
front.
defensive, but
Yeah, I'm standing in front of. I mean, as I see them approach, I'll stand ready to greet them. But I'll be holding my gun, but not pointed at
Go ahead and give me a circle where you are. So, like, that's there. Sure.
Sorry, I just figured that was
Early?
easier.
Who's... What?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's the best picture I could get for
Listen.
just a bounty hunter from space.
Listen, I mean, if you picked him in the death pool, it was a good call.
Eat me.
He's running out of ideas, I guess.
Yeah, all the fucking characters I'm going through. Damn it.
I'm just gonna draw an X. No.
I'm not sure which is the front of the car, so let's just
Yeah,
assume...
actually. Yeah.
Well, I think you guys were heading north, so it's probably...
So up is okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there I am, working on the engine.
Yeah. We'll go ahead and say...
So, Mr. Early, if you want to be behind the cover, you probably want, or behind the car, you probably want to be on the other. Oh, they approach
No,
from.
yeah,
oh, right. You said
from the
west.
west.
From left.
West. I know directions. It's fine.
Directions are hard.
Eh.
I gotcha. Yeah, so... 2 guys are going to hop on out here. 1 guy over here. One of them is carrying a shotgun. The one closest to you, Victor, is carrying a shotgun. I'll go ahead
And
and
we also have tarps.
yellow dot.
And don't forget our strategic advantage of the tarps.
It's better armor than what I'm currently using.
Actually, I'd be there, so he wouldn't be.
So yellow dot has a shotgun. Blue dot has a rifle. You can see as this brown, this like big brown, like it's not like a coat. It's more like a heavy poncho that goes down very far. It's pulled over. You can see that he's got what appears to be some sort of semi-automatic pistol at his side. They're all wearing these heavy masks, and they call out, "Ho! Oh, hold on. What's you fellas need a help?"
Barp, 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 barp.
What?
Thank you. No, we're fine here. Everything's fine.
It looks like you guys have some kind of shutdown. You need help unclogging that thing? Where are you guys coming from anyway?
I think
Yeah,
he's
but
asking if we want fries with that.
Yes.
I would love to.
We have it under control. And our business is our own. What are you doing out here?
Your business is your own. We were just... kind of tilts his head for a moment, and he says, "We were just making a sale down over at one of the mines. What are you doing out here? The boss know you took out the vehicle?"
Yep.
It's a need to know basis.
He kind of at the end tilts his head again at that. Roll me a
If-
persuasion check.
Shit. All right, Cole, get ready.
Oh,
Remember, you have a reroll. You have a reroll.
Go take their car and drive it into him. That worked
Also,
last time.
where is Vinmia?
She's
Yeah.
she's in the she's currently waiting inside.
she's got a
Being
fake.
sassy pain in the ass.
She's got her feet kicked up. She's like, yeah,
doing her nails, going, "Oh, this is so stupid.
these guys are
This is
so.
Yeah.
does
She's exactly that kind of girl.
so Stefan.
Y'all a bunch of cunts."
Is this just charisma then?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Oh, well, best stat. Oh, wait, we're good.
Yeah, you got this.
Look at you, so good. Rolling
Fluffing
so
like a
well.
pro.
I goes, okay, well, do you guys need a hand with that? I mean, the weather out here's a bitch today.
Oh,
You're
you
telling
noticed.
me. Yeah, but
Where's your
No.
gear?
what?
Where's your gear? Points to his mask.
It's a long story. Look, where we were, we had to ditch our gear. It's a whole thing. If you don't know, you're not meant to know. We're supposed to be going back to the boss and letting him know. The stupid weather kicked up out of nowhere.
Oh, well, listen, if you guys need to get over the bus, I can give you guys a ride.
It's almost fixed. We'll follow you back.
Yeah, do you mind following you? Just in case it breaks down again. We think we got it, but
Yeah, sure, that's fine. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and wait for you guys to pull up. You guys kind of crowded in there? We got a little room back here.
No, we're good.
we're pretty cozy. We're escorting a little bit of cargo, but
They look over and they see Hispanic woman with her feet up on the dashboard. She waves.
It's a gift for the boys tonight.
Precious,
Oh,
Jesus.
precious cargo.
Jesus Christ. No, it's a joke. Just joking, but
They didn't hear him. He's too far away.
no, they heard.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, okay. Need to know. I got you. Well, listen, if she needs a more comfortable ride, I mean, we're working just fine.
look, I'll take you up on that offer. That's kind of I could use a break from all that anyway. But I'll help get this figured out.
All right, so they walk over to the door. Red guy. Hold on, I have the wrong thing selected. The red over here is gonna head on over to the door. Opens it up. Oh, well, lady, come on over with us. Kind of
Hold up a finger.
back for
Just a
moment,
sec. I'm gonna make
looks
sure we're good on the
guys.
engine. All right,
Yeah,
I'm
this
gonna go.
made sense, guys.
Right? Now we're going where we want to go.
Yeah,
And we can get rid of her.
and we don't have to listen. It's fine. It's a perfect plan, Captain.
It will work.
I was gonna put a grenade on the back of their vehicle, but no, now I can't.
Oh, you still can, actually.
Oh well, apparently it doesn't matter.
She looks at you guys with an expression of horror and confusion.
I try.
God, this finds us.
Is that when she gets back? A Brady Bunch sitcom shrug. Listen, we promised. I mean, what are we gonna do?
They have a ship, probably. You could take that one.
I'm sure passage will be free.
Oh shit.
Okay then.
How's the engine going there, Petrie?
Yeah, I'm gonna go under.
Space God.
Oh, I didn't. I GM rolled it. All right. Well, it was a 25.
What does that mean?
It means we all die.
Okay. She looks at you guys for a moment, and then as the guy reaches his hand out, wow, and Max, right? And she grabs his hand, and she starts to pull herself up, and you see Cole as you're standing there. Her reach down towards her bag, and you see the glint of a knife, and she drives it into this guy's throat.
Oh shit!
I raise my
Yeah.
rifle and I shoot the guy in front of me.
Okay.
Wait, what's going on? Why was he
Oh,
reaching for the
shit.
girl?
Well, you offered them to gang rape her, so
No.
so she
okay.
took a maneuver.
Okay. All right.
What's
I think
the
there's a miscommunication. So Brian made that joke. I said I'd like a comfortable ride. I thought I was going in their car.
nope?
No, they were talking directly
They were
about her.
they were taking her. So
It was
what's the AC of the guy in
Well,
front
I'm
of me?
laughing like the
Classic.
last 10 minutes.
classic,
nine.
hilarious case of misunderstanding. I thought, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That was it. Why did you think I walked off?
I
I thought
I
you were
was gonna go
dying
in-
from laughter.
I thought I was just gonna go on board their crew and or on board their vehicle and go with them.
So the AC of the guy in front of me.
I made a
is-
joke that horribly fucked things up.
Yeah, that joke got too literal. It said I was. Damn it!
Hey, he said
That's
that
okay.
he said that they heard.
See,
He said they heard that joke.
you did, yeah. Then they went right for the door.
Yep. All right.
So
So
seeing her stab the guy in the throat, I'm assuming Cole's
You don't
shooting
see
that.
yes, I am shooting the guy in front of me. So who was
I'd
it?
basically be seeing it through the windshield, wouldn't I?
Nope. It's covered with
That
a
was
red
there.
stripe.
9 or 7? Or 5?
9.
9.
The green lines are meant to be the tarps, by the way.
All right.
Nice.
The guy in front of me is exploded.
Yeah.
Bam.
Drop that guy.
Can I hear the gunfire over the?
Yes. Everyone can go ahead and roll initiative.
Yay!
I got a +1 to this, and I don't know how to make it do that. so
I
just
swear
add
it
one
was
of
all his fault, man. He shot at me first. Totally didn't.
these. 8.
no.
Yay.
Okay, they go first, and we all die.
Okay.
By they, you mean the one guy left?
Well, yeah, the guy with the shotgun.
The guy who probably has a grenade, he's just gonna roll into our car and blow us up.
I'll duck and cover and let the chick blow up.
Yeah. This guy in a panic is going to go ahead and turn and take a shot at Daniel Cole, who pulled a gun first.
No, I didn't. He shot first. Greedo shot first.
No, that's
She
fine.
shot that knife first.
Yeah. It's
So,
fine.
okay.
I'll take it.
So, what do you have armor on?
7, yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh.
That was close.
He whiffs with his shotgun.
Almost hits Dorkop.
Okay. Thorn, your turn.
I rush around to the other side of the vehicle and take aim. Now, because of the heavy, bad weather, I'm assuming I have negatives with my laser rifle.
Yes.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Yeah.
I've already got that calculated.
So laser rifle shit. Is that what it is?
Nice.
Going to do burst fire to increase my odds of hitting. He's well within range, but I do have a -4 to hit. So my weapon AB is going to switch from +3 to -1.
Okay.
AC?
9. Nope.
Do I have to click 3 times, or is it just that one shot count?
No, it's just the one.
All right.
If it was 3 times, your whole party would have been dead by now with the submachine.
Oh yeah, we don't die. Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, it just gives you a flat +2, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okie doke. Next up is Petrie.
Petrie is fixing the car.
Okay.
Okay.
Shit.
There's a lot of Russian cursing going on.
Sounds great.
Next.
All right. That's your turn, yeah?
Yes.
Cole?
Okay. Can I see him through the windshield where I'm at?
Yeah. I'll say he's kind of positioned on top of the grab vehicle. It's come to a stop, so he has cover. But
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take a shot from where I'm at. So AC 9, right, for him?
Mhm.
And modifier, you're just minus afterwards. You're just gonna minus the cover, yeah. I think I hit him. I don't think cover matters. I think I just shot straight.
yeah, it's a -2 to cover
Yeah.
for cover.
I'll take it.
Put that in there.
The bullet just dodges the cover. You wanted it and just
Curves.
Yeah.
I wanted
Go
him.
ahead.
Ugh.
This guy.
I gotta learn that.
Yeah. Now I
Wow.
said I needed a
That's
sniper rifle, but it's
That was
okay.
max damage too.
That was max damage, and I think that was max attack as well. That wasn't a crit, no. It wasn't even a
You
crit.
only rolled
What
an
the fuck?
18. Yeah.
What was it?
It wasn't even
You
a
rolled an
critical.
18 plus 9. Yeah.
An 18.
Okay, I can do 32. That's good to know. All right, yeah. So
Jesus.
he might be still alive, guys. We don't know.
Wait. So wait, was your first shot with a sniper rifle?
With the rifle, yeah.
With a rifle, not a sniper
Oh, with
rifle.
rifle.
I
Okay.
haven't got a sniper.
Yeah, it's one of the rifles we got off the bandits.
Yeah, I don't have a sniper rifle. Otherwise, I would have cut experience.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think he's dead, possibly.
Yeah, he's dead.
And you're like, oh, okay.
Victor bursts out of the from under the tarp. What the shit?
That was a really good shot.
So I walk over to the missing head and
How
What
much?
the hell?
Why do you have a +2 to damage?
For the burst. Oh.
You can't burst with the rifle.
no,
burst
I
with
don't
the
have a
rifle.
burst. So it's got 1d10 plus 2, isn't it, for rifle?
It might be. I didn't
Rifle
think
1d10 plus 2.
Yeah,
Rifle
it is
damage, yeah. Mhm.
1d10 plus 2.
Okay, I thought it was something different. That's all.
Yep.
I was just curious. No, yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah.
I didn't think it mattered either way, but anyway.
Yeah. She looks at you, Victor,
What
pulling
the hell
up
happened?
her mono blade from the guy's throat. And she says, "What the actual fuck?
Yeah, what the
You were
fuck?
gonna hand me over to those fucking assholes?"
Of
No.
course not.
What? Who did
That's
you get
weird.
that
This is
impression?
what you said you were going to do. And then whenever
No,
they
I
came
said
to the car, you
I
did
was
nothing.
gonna ride. I was gonna ride with them, and we would follow them to the hideout, with me in the vehicle. So I didn't have to sit here and deal with you anymore.
This is
No
not even
offense.
remotely what just happened.
That was
Yeah,
my
it
understanding. Why
They're
do they
dead.
wear these stupid masks? I'll kick the body. Couldn't understand a word.
We should probably take those masks.
Yes.
This one's a
Yes.
bit damaged.
There won't be enough of them.
It's
3
fine.
masks. Well, I'll gladly
the-
take one.
Cole's got the goggles from the last crew.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Do they have more goggles?
We rummage.
Yeah, they each one of them had a pair of goggles, but they're not like night goggles though. They're
They're
just
not
They're good against
lights.
like this kind of.
yeah, they
Right,
just help.
yeah.
I'll gladly take some goggles and the mask just to make it easier too.
No,
Throw the
we were never
shotgun
going to
in the
hand
back.
you over to them. That's not
No,
the
you just
plan.
let them walk up to the car and open the door and reach for me. Is
He
that what
noticed
happened?
that he dropped his guard.
I was going to help Petrie, and then I was going to join them in their vehicle. Clearly there was a breakdown in communication here. However, you seem to be okay, and you seem fairly handy in a fight. That's good to know.
She looks at you with a look that suggests that she does not like you a lot.
I hand her a shotgun.
Oh,
Here you go.
Oh no.
Please don't.
She shoots us all.
She takes her monoblade, sort of wipes off the blade on her pants, and her hand shaking, sticks it in the bag. She goes, "You need to go that way." She gets in the vehicle and closes the door.
I'll take the second car.
Would somebody wipe blood off driver's seat while I fix this engine?
No, I got it.
Yeah, I'll use some article of clothing off. Yeah.
Bandit shirt, yeah.
Dead
Just
guy.
I throw the shotgun in the back of our vehicle.
Yeah.
And the other
Okay.
rifle, I guess.
If there is a poncho that is not horrendously splattered in gore, I will appropriate said poncho.
Romeo Alexei.
The two
You're
that
all
I
caked in
destroyed.
death.
They're all caked in gore.
I'll
Yeah.
Sorry,
gloss
Captain.
over the poncho. That's
Okay.
all right.
Yeah, the two guys that
Yeah.
I hit that don't have good ponchos, I can tell you.
Do we get any weapons off of them? Is there anything in their car?
There was a rifle and a
You guys
shotgun.
can get a shotgun, everything with a full clip, a shotgun, a semi-automatic pistol, and a rifle. In the car, you don't find anything else. You guys do find a credit stick with 300 credits on it.
Yay.
Who finds
sec.
that?
I'll leave the rummaging to them, so I won't.
I'll
find it.
say the captain does, since he was probably rummaged to the guy closest.
To the car, yeah.
Yeah, it's in the car.
Yeah. I was getting the other guys. Alright, so I jump. Did the guy have keys, or was it the keys are in the other car?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just.
As you start it up, you can see that the power cells are very low. That basically they wouldn't be able to make it back to town.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
I steal the power cells out of the other car.
This is our new car.
This is a new car.
Is it fixed, Petrie, or should we take the other one?
Is it fixed?
After a period of time, you can fix it. Yeah, about another
is
15 minutes
fixed.
or so fixes it.
Well, I'll drive
Awesome.
it to the other place.
Now you put away the tarps.
Maybe
What
I
is
can find
wait?
it
You
now as
drive
well.
it to the other place?
Well, where we're heading to
Okay, yeah.
recon. Yeah. I'll take it there. Anything happens, you know.
Okay.
Hopefully the car's not too heavily covered in brain matter.
No. It was perfect shots. They didn't. It's perfectly clean. Like it actually cleaned off some of the dust.
That much force, huh?
Yeah. And perfect shots.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
so who's going to ride in the second vehicle?
Just me, I think.
Looks like just Dale Cole. For the sake of
Alright.
argument, we'll say
Unless
that's the
anyone
case.
else jump in, I don't care.
Nah, you'll be fine on your own.
Well, that was it. I could take off and come up behind him, possibly if I need to. Just kind of a spit vehicle. And I can use it for ramming, like I'm very good at.
Okay. At this point, Besnia is very quiet, only giving out curt commands from time to time. She kind of sits by herself a little bit more with her arms crossed.
I enjoy this part of the trip.
She goes ahead and makes these directions. About another 30 minutes or so go by. Whenever finally you guys come to a large crater. And she gestures. She says, "Probably there. They probably have some sort of entrance there." You can see that in her hand she's clutching her vibro blade tightly as this happens.
What do you think? Should we scout on foot?
I am happy to stay in car if you want to go look.
So you guys make it to a crater, basically, Victor. As you guys pull on over, you can see this very, very large crater that's probably maybe 2 miles in diameter. And she gestures and she says, "Probably somewhere in there is what I would estimate, senors."
You hear over your survival radios, just gonna check for a vantage point. And you see them, I pull over around and go up a bit further up ahead.
Yeah, I mean, the visibility is very, very tough, right? It's a situation where you think that they probably know where they're going if they go this way.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And that you can probably do this sort of thing, but it's like, if it's anywhere within, like, because like I said, it's like a 2-mile diameter situation, so like you're gonna have a hard time seeing to the center of this thing, if anything, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, the scouting on foot has no purpose, so.
Mr. Mackay, we just need to know. We just need to confirm that this is where the hideout is, correct?
Correct. If we can find their base of operations, we can then turn around and leave.
Very good. All right, well, the good news is our vehicles don't seem to draw too much attention. They seem to think that we're members of their band, because this is one of their vehicles. So I think we can afford to cautiously approach. I'll signal into Cole, and I'll say, Cole, we're going to start going closer as well. I think they'll consider us to be friendly if they spot just our vehicle, but keep your eyes open and check in regularly. We'll do the same.
Copy.
So, all right. All right. Petrie, if you would, let's go in closer, cautiously, slowly.
Slowly and cautiously.
Yeah. So you guys were able to drive on in. Go ahead and roll me perception checks.
It's a 9 for me.
Is this in any way affected by our sense of smell? Because I do have a keen sense of smell.
Yes.
You smell gasoline.
Ooh. Smell the smelly smell of something smelly.
Nice.
Sorry, that was me. It's that damn beef jerky.
No,
Gets
it's
me every
not.
time.
You
It's
smell
mackerel,
it. You smell an angry Latino woman who's very.
Was it
angry.
mackerel? I think.
I thought it was crabs.
Spam.
So what do we see,
Or smell.
or hear, or taste, or touch, or perceive through our mind's eye?
Right, that's what happens.
We all get visions. Fawn is just like drugged out. That's what happened.
Who spiked my water?
I should have glanced through the window to show the captain.
I give a look back that says "sup."
You know what?
Hey.
And I crashed.
There is something in the center of the crater. I can just barely see.
Well, that's good enough for me. How about you guys? She says.
Well, if we can't tell what it is, the last thing we want to do is send our contact out here for some fish manufacturing plant, if that's what I'm smelling.
fair point. But yes, we do need to get a bit of a closer look. Need to
Manufacture
confirm this.
fish here.
Okay. You guys pull on in a bit closer. And go ahead and roll me a luck check. Petrie, since you're driving.
Should I roll one since I'm driving?
Yay!
This one.
Yeah, you roll a luck check as well.
Got this, Petrie.
Hey, I'm good.
You. Oh, yeah.
Hey!
Yeah.
So while you guys are driving, Daniel Cole, you end up pulling a little bit further ahead of them.
Like
And you end up hearing something come over the radio. Right? Nikolai, are you back?
Duh.
They start to speak in Russian.
Ah, shit.
Oh, Princess Bubblegum moment.
You talk back
I
in
hold-
Korean.
I hold my radio up to the radio, and I just hold it there and holding both on, like so.
Okay.
What are they saying?
Well, who's on the radio? Is it you, Petrie?
Us. Like, I assume like we're
Is it-
listening on the other end, right?
It'd be
Yeah. Okay. Sure. I'll say that you guys can kind of hear. Basically, the guy is asking you. He wants you guys to. He wants him to come in through what he claims to be the sort of western entrance.
What side are we approaching from at the moment?
From the big hill, you're approaching from the south.
Mr. Cole, just tell him da, and then we need to turn around and
Who's
leave.
Mr. Cole?
Remember, we're basically speaking into the radio right now. So
But there's no
He said he
two.
was doing this move. I mean,
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
like when you're on, like if it's a CB radio, right? Like when you're not pressing
Alright.
the button, you're hearing.
Yeah, you can't talk over.
Alright,
it, so
alright.
I'm holding the. So I let go. I let go of the button. Yeah, and then I'm listening to him what he says.
Yeah.
And then I click the on button.
Okay.
Duh.
Then we need to turn around and leave.
all right. Do the rest of you follow?
I
Turn
start
westward,
heading, I
and
start
then we
heading
just
westward.
leave.
We just leave.
Do the rest
What?
of you follow?
You following
Oh.
behind me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or well, like not.
Oh.
Wait, you said he's like in front of us, right?
Yes. I said, do you follow him?
How like what sort of distance is there between us? If it seems like
Oh.
they've seen him, but they've not seen us.
I mean, they haven't contacted you.
Right.
is that what the luck save was for? Who they contacted first?
Well, if they seen us, that's how.
Who's to say?
That was the luck save. Did they see us? Yes.
Yeah, we're not gonna get any closer in our car. We're just gonna do a UE and head out.
Speaking a man behind again. Just the. Hey.
Well, he's leaving too.
No, it's
Mr. Markai, does this fulfill your obligation?
I think it's a pretty sound conclusion that this is probably where they're based. They see us approaching around the edge of the crater. Now that we have contact, I feel this is a pretty safe bet.
We're satisfied. Very
I,
good.
GTFO.
I radioed to the other camp like, guys, I should have mentioned that this guy hasn't got a lot of battery left. I
Well,
might
then,
not.
come
I
back.
can't- I-
pretty low right now.
It's like pretty low.
How much is not a lot? How much is low?
I mean, meet me at the top of the hill and I'll jump out. Kind of better.
Very good.
Fine,
Very
fine.
good.
Damn it.
Also, what's the Russian for? Hang on, I gotta get something.
I
It
tell him the
is-
Russian for that.
Oh, okay.
Nosradadanya.
Roll me a charisma check.
Hang on, I forgot. I
Wait,
forgot my
him?
lunchbox.
Forgot my socks.
That would be you.
The coffee thermos is back
Cool.
there.
Alright, charisma check.
This is
You got this.
I'm gonna say this is a persuasion check with a disadvantage, so -2.
So, charisma.
There's no way you're making this.
So -2 to this.
got this.
Fuck!
All right.
Can you re-roll? You're just no, you're
Nope,
He's
worried.
not
I'm
an
a
expert.
warrior.
Ah,
I forgot my lunchbox.
just say like tree shoe fish horn.
You hear a bunch of angry Russian chatter come across the other end. It finally intervened with a, "Who the fuck is this?"
In English or Russian?
in English.
Wait, how far ahead of Cole are we?
Well, you guys stopped, so Cole's ahead of you guys now. But I mean, like, Cole's trying to
But
loop around, so now
Yeah,
I
I'm
guess you
looping
guys
around.
like.
Yeah, we're both like trying to go back
I would
now.
say, like, at this point, you guys are probably like 50 meters.
And we stopped. We're waiting for him to catch up to us.
Okay.
Oh no,
Ah.
you guys looped around and are gonna meet him on the top of the crest.
Yep. So I'll
So
say
are
this.
we
I'll say
50
Guys go
meters
down into
apart,
the crate.
or we're 15 meters from the crest?
No, you're 50 meters from Daniel Cole's vehicle
Okay.
because
And
he's
he's-
turning west for a while, and you
Right.
guys just went straight back around, headed towards the crest of the crater.
This is John Plantain, mother.
Let's just get the fuck out.
And
That's our
for it!
go-to.
oh, radio.
Apparently, there's a
Mr.
lot of questions. Is that what happens?
I'm gonna radio Mr. Cole and say, Mr. Cole, it might be wise to divert your vehicle, depress the gas with something heavy, and then bail out the side, and we'll pick you up and get out of here.
Sure.
Okay. What do you use to press the gas?
Is there anything like kind of
Bar.
A live grenade.
Yeah.
Yes, I put
Yeah.
a live grenade. No, I don't.
Wedge a shotgun
I
in
will.
there.
I mean, I'll let you roll a security check to try and make it a trap effectively.
Yeah, I'll do that. What kind of attribute would that be? Like a dexterity kind of thing?
Security check. Yeah.
This is an intelligence.
Alright.
You're smart, right?
Yeah, I'm really smart.
Nope.
Hold on. Oh shit! I got this.
Critical fail.
I'm not actually using a grenade. Like, I'm just trying to.
Ting. Boom.
All right, roll me a. This has to be a save. I'm trying to think of what it
We'll
would be.
miss you, buddy.
I dive out of the fucking way.
Tech save.
I'm trying to rig it so I can.
Fucked up the car.
Yeah, I'll say an evasion save.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm really good at them. See?
Oh, good lord.
Let me see here.
God,
we
we'll
just
miss
see
you.
the car blow up.
Okay, so tell
Just
me what
starts to
you tried.
roll down the
I
crater side.
don't take the damage, no. I'm exploded.
No, that's because this isn't an
I know,
encounter.
I
This is
know.
around.
We're just like, Mr. Cole, hurry up and bring the car around.
Are you okay?
Okay.
I have a plan.
I
So
don't think
you're,
it's
you're like tumbling out of the vehicle as you try to set this guy off and just let the thing drive forward.
I wasn't even thinking that. I wasn't actually using a grenade. I didn't even talk, but they said that. I was
Okay,
just
no,
trying.
listen, we're not doing this whole. No, I didn't mean to
I
do
did.
the thing that
no,
I said that I
thought
did.
I was rigging it so I could hold the thing down. That's what I thought I was doing.
A grenade doesn't do that.
Yeah,
That was everyone else's joke.
The
I was
pedal down?
yeah, so I could jump
That
out.
would be a security check then.
Yeah, which was a security skill check, which is what I
Cheat
did.
critically failed.
Right.
Which I failed,
But
and then I failed
all
to
the
jump
same-
out.
Anyway, you take 4 damage.
Yep.
As
Ow.
you tumble out of this vehicle, there's an explosion, and some shrapnel gets lodged into your arm.
Whoops. Pick me up.
You guys are driving, and you see this explosion go off behind you after this magical moment.
We
So
are
you guys
racing
just
to
turn around
pick
and
him
go try
up.
and grab her?
Go get him! Go get him!
We're racing
Yeah.
to pick him up.
Okay, cool. All right.
I'm on the ground in pain.
While this happens, you guys drive on over. You guys hear screaming over on the radio now. What the fuck was that? Who is this? Who are you? Who the fuck are you?
They jumped on him.
Angry Russian. And finally, you see the lady that you'll have grown to love so dearly. Besnia starts nudging you and she goes, "Get the fuck out of the thing! You don't know how to drive! It's the only way we'll get out of here!"
What? So she wants to drive?
Yes.
Oh. I can't change drivers while I'm driving.
Whenever you pick him up!
Okay,
Fucking
fine.
moron!
Okay.
Can we just leave her behind right here?
We have the culprit. We're dropping her off. Bye.
We have to lose some weight.
Okay.
So when
I
we pick
lost my
Daniel
shoe.
Cole up,
I would like to remind you all that you cannot do you cannot basically do high-speed chases if you're not trained in grab vehicle.
We need her.
Aw.
We get it. Damn it.
We
Fine.
can risk it.
I lost my shoe.
I don't care.
So there's
we
an
pick him up,
exchange of
drag him
people
into
as
the
you guys
vehicle.
make this exchange on the outside of this smoking grab vehicle.
I died
Petrie
feeling
gets
liar
out of the
custom.
driver's side. I assume she scoots over into the driver's seat. Cole jumps into the passenger seat. Petrie gets in the back.
Okay.
Cool.
You guys rocket off.
Go.
My shoe.
I'm on my compad furiously writing down the instructions of how the hell we got here.
Yeah,
we all
I'll hit
explode.
the radio. I'm gonna hit the radio and say, "John Plantain sends his regards."
Um,
You're
Motherfucker.
fucking notorious.
she looks at you kind of confused and then just takes off. And yeah,
Oh, she rolled good for the getaway.
drive off. And she just silently just
Disappeared into the
You
store.
guys ride into the storm.
Take me to a hospital.
You'll be
There's no
fine.
doctor there anymore. We got her killed.
Oh,
There was another doctor. I remember him.
There are other doctors.
Nah, you just need a nap.
Sure.
You take a quick nap, and then we're going to do the recon tonight.
I'm pulling out like shrapnel out of my neck. It's like, ah!
So yeah, you guys just sort of drive off into the storm. Is there anything you guys are gonna do while you guys make your way back home?
I grab my med kit and I just start grabbing bandages out of it. I don't know how to use this thing.
Are you trained?
mummifying
in
No.
himself.
medtech?
No, I'm just grabbing.
Are any of you
bandages.
trained in medtech?
Nope.
No.
I'm in tech medical, yeah.
You're trained in tech med.
I am tech medical.
You can try to bandage him up if you want.
Doctor.
I will
Or
do
not
that.
if you don't want.
So what's that?
Yeah. Or don't.
It's like, it's okay.
Or what?
Intelligence.
Please stop.
not
It
the
hurts. Ow!
Cut off
If you
his.
would like to re-roll that, I might as well.
Okay, sure.
Stop. It hurts.
Better.
Okay. Yeah, you think you're going to be able to basically, with some rest, unless you get consistent treatment. I'll say that treatment alone gives you 1 hit point back. And then if you get no more treatment, then a day's worth of rest is going to heal you a hit point. And if you get treatment, then it can increase depending on whether or not the rolls are made.
Okay.
Also, roll me 2d6,
Me or him?
I believe. Jesus Christ, I forget how this works.
Oh,
Every
The
time.
med kit, yeah.
Every
Roll a
time,
12,
yeah.
it's no longer able to be used.
Well,
Okay,
you can have the
so-
med kit because I can't use it, so it can be
That's
yours.
true. So I'll make the roll then, since I was the one physically using it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You don't make the roll,
Yeah.
damn fool.
I could.
I can do
Awesome.
it.
Definitely not expired.
Varric does. Okay.
It
Yeah,
gains.
fine.
It gains back more stuff somehow.
For the rest of the ride, y'all's newest companion is she's completely silent, just staring at the storm in front of her driving. You can see that she has the vibroblade tucked into her side. And she's just sternly looking ahead. She doesn't even look at you guys or say anything. You guys just drive off. Do you guys try to do anything else while you guys are having this ride back? It's going to take a couple hours.
If it's got a couple hours, I will be tapping away on my compact.
Awkward. I'll just say to her, look, there was never we were never going to let anyone take you. We have an accord. We don't go back
So
on our
Vesnia?
contracts. Yeah, to Vesnia.
She says, she thinks for a moment. She says, I just want the 200 credits, and I won't see you again.
Would you take a shotgun? It's
I see.
I'm assuming we could probably sell a weapon to get the money necessary to pay her pretty quickly.
Well, we found a credit stick with 300 credits
Oh.
on it, did we not?
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
so
did?
we could pay her.
you could just pay it.
Well, then yes.
I'll sign. I'll go. Very well. That's what you wish. We will honor that.
She nods.
She's probably the most sane person we've met yet.
Oh, I still miss that cab. Oh, sorry, I can't say that. I don't know the cab driver.
No,
Damn it!
you never met her, so,
You know better now.
Actually, he has. He's had a cab once. Like,
so as you get these false memories.
Sorry, I have these weird flashes that don't make sense.
hmm.
I don't know. Detective Chen still my BFF.
I
So-
miss her girlfriend.
After a couple hours, you guys drive on into town. Effectively, like the moment she gets into town, she says, "Is this all you need?"
That should be it.
She stops the grab vehicle, gets out. You know the way to your ship.
Where are we?
I hand her a 200 credit chip.
She takes it. She takes her backpack and slings it over her shoulder. She kind of backs away and then turns and runs off into the city.
That ended much better than I thought.
That was ill handled. I don't feel good about that transaction.
I feel great about it. It was going to be a very, very unpleasant couple days having her on the ship. Days, weeks, however long it takes to travel, whatever.
She was a nightmare. Don't get me wrong.
So, yeah, that actually worked out a little bit better than I really thought it was going to. And I'm willing to bet getting 1,000 credits out of her would not have been easy.
Did you? My leg's still sore.
You're going to have to rest for a bit. I guess I could give you painkillers. I forgot to use them. Oops.
They're empty.
Wait.
Dorkov,
God damn it.
backpack.
How did you get this? This is in my back pocket.
You're not the only one who steals.
Never get between an addict and his vice.
Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah.
Pull up to the gun store, sell out extras.
Do you want
Sure,
to
you
sell
guys
those
can sell your
guns, or do
guns.
we want to keep them for
Yeah,
reasons?
no one wants a shotgun, do they?
No,
I
I
can't
wouldn't
even
mind that. I wouldn't mind the pistol because I lost mine.
Yeah, you can have the pistol. Yeah. Anyone
Yeah,
want
it has
another
Full of
rifle?
ammo. It's full. It's full of ammo. It's got a full clip.
Anyone wanna? Do you want a rifle with Hawthorne?
I'm not trained in those weapons. I guess I could still use them, but what's the penalties to using weapons you're not trained with?
I think it's supposed to be a -3, but I just do it normal.
I think it
Yeah.
does it by itself and knows what it's doing.
That's not a bad idea.
Do you want to keep it or sell?
Yeah, if any of you wants one, I mean, Petrie, if you want a shotgun over a rifle.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take the regular rifle. That'll come in handy.
Alright, so
Take
we
the
sell
rifle.
that
Very well.
shotgun.
You guys sell, but you guys sell it. You're able to sell it at half price.
Yeah, I assume so. It wouldn't be worth.
25.
So did I use that
I'm gonna-
grenade or not?
You lost a grenade, yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
So I rebuy a
Would
grenade
you like
with
the
that.
one I'm holding? You
Yeah.
can have
Yeah, actually,
mine.
just
Yeah,
just trade
take
it.
Yeah, I'll just take that.
Take mine.
No, just trade the shotgun for another grenade. It's fine.
Yeah.
So, just get a new one.
These help.
The man at the store is like very nervous around you guys as one of you's like
Yeah.
all bloodied and battered, and you show up.
I think this one you sold me before was defective. Just got shrapnel.
Let's make a quick pit stop at the cop shop as well, before we head home.
Okay.
I'll go
Yeah,
in. You're all welcome to come. I want to go in and speak to the chief.
About
Our investigation.
all my contact will probably take care of what needed to be taken care of.
I mean, their investigation into the murder of Dr. Sheenan.
Oh, for that one. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
That investigation.
Sorry, there's so many.
Oh,
I mean, there's
that
a lot of
I'll-
things that the law are on us about, but yeah.
If we only got one vehicle, how are we going to do this? Drop you off there and go back to the ship?
Just
if
wait.
You don't want to join.
that,
I'll come in
and
with
we're-
him.
we're
I'll go
town.
in.
Well, I'm not going to be
Well, if
in
we're not
there
going to
for
be
like
long,
8
that's
hours.
fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
I'll just wait in
be
the
a quick 15-minute. Yeah, if you want to come in, you can come in. If you want to wait, you can wait.
I'll go in.
Yeah, come on, Cole. Are you coming in or waiting?
We'll wait in the car.
Very good.
Okay. So yeah, so you guys go ahead and enter.
And to the nervous little guy at the desk or whatever, I'll say, we are here to speak with Police Chief Valdez.
See, senor, you know where he is.
That
He
I do.
gestures to the back.
Walk to the back. Brushing dust off my jacket.
I'm pulling
You can
shrapnel.
see as you approach, the police station's more crowded now. There's a couple more people here who are working in various capacities, and you can see that all of them kind of take a moment and look at you as you guys walk on through. They give you a look that is very. Some of it is concern, some of it is fear, some of it is anger. As you guys wander on through, finally you make your way towards the police chief Valdez's office. You can see that he's rolled up his sleeves. He's leaning over his desk, and you can tell that he looks a bit disheveled. His hair, that is normally combed to the side, is a little bit rougher. It's a lot messier than it normally is, even though it's not that great. You can see several empty cups of coffee strewed around the rim of his desk, and he seems to be poring over something. He immediately closes a couple folders and puts them aside as he sees you approaching. And then he just come in.
Thank you.
So, senores, I've had some of my men look over the videos that of which you showed us, and it appears that the story that you gave us checks out. I did not find anything on the ship that of which was particularly suspicious or that might lead you to have any animosity towards the good doctor. So with that, you are free to go, and I will consider this a closed case.
Very good. Is everything all right, Chief Valdez? You seem to be a little... Actually, the whole town right now seems to be a little bit stressed. Is it because of Dr. Sheenan?
Senores, it is with so many things in cities like this, there is never just one problem. I can assure you, senor, that you do make people very uncomfortable, though. Perhaps that is what you are sensing.
Of course. The family of the... we saw the burials today. The family of the man who died, the worker. Did he have any sort of compensation? Are they being taken care of?
Vince's brow for a moment. Oh, the worker that of which was with you, he says. That man was buried yesterday, Senor.
I kind of lean over to Victor. I'm like, it was of a young child.
Oh. I see. Well, my mistake is the family. Are they being looked after?
They have received significant compensation, Senor.
Good.
Hopefully his wife will be well taken care of. We tend to look after our own here.
That is good.
When we can.
If there is anything further we can do, the town folk don't look kindly to us after the circumstances, but as you said, it was just an unfortunate situation there. If there's anything we can do to assist, please do let us know.
He sort of nods at you and he says, no, Senor, just we are very busy here. I'm sure that is all you said.
Of course.
He says, there's problems in the city. They come, but we will persevere.
Confident you will. Very good. If there's anything else, you know where to reach us. Otherwise, is it evening now?
Yeah.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Skedaddle.
He goes back and he pulls over the files and he starts to open them again. Begins to sort of pore over them. You can see he's sort of rubbing his temple as he does so. And yeah.
Okay. I'll kind of slowly shuffle out, but have my back so that he doesn't feel like I'm watching him.
Okay.
But then when we're back in the vehicle, heading back to the ship, I want to review on the Argus web. If there's anything.
Oh, you want to enhance? Is that it?
Enhance.
Are you like trying to take like a longing look to make sure that like you get something like you like look back or something to try and get like another check at it or something? Or
I think it's supposed to be like.
I'm not gonna let it be 360 degree like
camera right here though.
It's everything that my character wants to see.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter where you can see everything. Yeah. It's actually got it's got a small drone that hovers above him.
I'm gonna rule right now that it can see what you can see.
Okay, so yeah, I'll do it like a very quick glance back, just very very brief, and I won't linger. My eyes won't go anywhere, but I'll just look at him.
Stealth check, charisma based.
Oh,
got this, Cap.
Stealthy charisma. You're very good at this.
Yeah, this is two of my best skills here.
You're gonna be sneakingly handsome is the idea.
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
God!
Did I do it? You notice?
I am not staring at you. I am a robot. It's like the.
I do want to reroll actually. Yeah.
It's the.
Watch it be
really bad.
worse.
It's the Rick
You
and
can get
Morty.
worse.
It's the Rick and Morty photographer bot. It's like I'm not staring at you.
I am not staring at you.
But now he didn't notice.
Now we go. Whoa, it's so subtle.
Yeah. No.
Stop
so
flirting with me.
you see his eyes start to look up, and I'll tell you right now. I'll give you a choice. You can either A, just fucking look, and basically you know that you're gonna get caught in some capacity, or he'll know that you were trying to peek over and see his shit, or B, you can look away and he won't.
I'll just look away.
But you're not. But you're not gonna see.
Yeah, I won't get anything. Yeah, no. I'll just look away. Okay, bye.
Your next coffee's on me.
Fuck your files.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't give a shit.
We walk
That's
out.
all right.
We walk out to the reception. What's he looking at now? Files?
In those files. I see.
Yeah.
All
Get back in the car of sadness.
I will say that you do think that maybe if someone's able to make a significant computer check, they might be able to extract some information.
Okay.
As in
Been looking
hacking
over the
the
file.
police computers?
No, as
No,
in
whenever
looking
the
at
Argus
our
web file.
Argus
The
web.
mega enhance. Like you have to catch the
Oh.
reflection off of
Yeah,
the door.
that-
Yeah.
exactly.
The door now.
It's definitely that.
Yeah.
Enhance.
So, Petrie, when we're back at the ship, if you don't mind, review the Argus web footage from myself and Mr. Cole just now. I'm curious. Something strange seems to be going on in this town with the captain. We've been cleared of our charges, but he's looking at something and just curious what might be going on here.
Okay.
Thank you, Petrie.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yeah.
So do you
this is
guys just head on off to the ship again?
even though we won and like everything was okay other than a little bit of damage to Cole, it still feels like a fucking loss. I feel ultra depressed about this.
You kidding? I'm psyched about this. We don't have to deal with that
lived.
bitch.
That's-
But
Yeah, there's that.
but dealing with that would have been fun.
No. I would have turned freaking chaotic evil in a day.
Well, you've been a super good guy so far, so.
Yeah, we've all been
Uh,
very good. None of us have.
Except for that one joke that got taken seriously and fucked the whole thing right up.
All right. So you guys head on back to the ship.
Yep.
You guys
How long do
made
we have
anything
until we
right there?
leave for the evening?
The ship is
How
on
many
fire,
chapters?
and
The evening sets. You can see the storm in the rearview mirror whirling behind you. But it's out of the range of the city. But the sky is red and starting darkening. It's really quite gloomy whenever nighttime comes in this area, is because it's already fairly dark as is. Normally, you can see sort of a ray of sun through like a thin red haze, but now as it sinks below the horizon, it becomes dark very, very quickly. You guys are heading on down. There are a couple of sparse lights that are lit up as you guys drive on by. The church bells ring as you guys make your way across, and the town seems to be going to sleep as you see a couple of grab vehicles pulling on and off and to various ways down the street. Mostly those that are moving cargo, probably from a warehouse to a freighter that you guys might have parked next to or something.
How many white panel vans are waiting outside our goddamn ship?
400.
Knew
In
it.
fact, they're inside the ship.
they're just creeping.
There's one on top of the ship somehow.
Oh god, they're everywhere.
You guys see one like at the helm.
The entire van.
How?
It turns its head as we come by.
That's right. The headlights turn. That doesn't. What instead happens? You guys just pull up to the ship.
How long do we have before we have to go for a recon at night? Like half an hour, 2 hours?
Yeah, probably not very long.
Long enough for a shower. I need one.
Yes.
Gotta wash
Get
away all that
cleaned up.
blood and try to look normal.
Well,
Yeah, get
yeah.
cleaned up. Get
I will
settled
start
quickly.
doing computer things with the Argus web footage. What is it you are wanting me to find?
The police chief was looking at several files that he was very secretive of when we went in, and it seemed very clear he did not want us specifically to see them. Curious what's on there, just with some of the things we've been seeing in this town lately.
Okay.
My thanks.
The rest of you
Doing
are
the
taking
Tom
showers
Cruise
or something.
enhance.
Yeah, I think so.
One second.
Shower for me as well.
So this is a computer roll from
Mm-hmm.
3. Intelligence.
Super intelligence.
Yes.
Genius intelligence.
Enhanced
Super genius
intelligence.
It's a pretty good roll. Just gotta see if it's good enough.
Petrie has skills to pay certain bills. Not all of them.
Is that
Okay.
a scent-based computer check?
Everybody, go ahead and take off your headset except for Petrie.
Oh, I'm not gonna like what I'm about to hear. Okay.
So, as you pour over the investigation, you start combing through the area, and you are able to find effectively just the first sort of page, if you will, of an investigation report.
Mm-hmm.
It is in Spanish, and you're not able to really read anything. If you try to get a translator, I can tell you roughly what it kind of says.
Yeah, can I Google Translate?
Yeah. As you do so, you read through it, and it talks about someone whose name is Antonio Pozo.
Antonio Pozo.
It talks about how they were unfound from the hour of around 2:00 in the afternoon. It mentions that nothing was heard from his mother for some time. And it then later speaks of a body that was found in a damaged state 2 days later.
Okay.
That of which it was found in effectively an abandoned an abandoned house, effectively, the family of which had died, and this is where it was found. And you see a picture of a corpse that appears to be that of like a young boy, and you can see that there is the chest is like been cracked open, and there's a sort of Y-shaped incision from across the collarbone down the middle of the torso and abdomen, and you can see that there's a sort of flies circling around it, even in the picture, and carrion bugs seem to have reached it, and it appears to be in an area, from what you can tell, is like a beat up old house, and it's not a pretty sight as you gaze upon it.
No, I don't imagine it is.
You can see dried blood encircling it, this dark red, as it's lying on this bed, effectively, that of which is made. But it appears to be very old and like it was never used. The bed has like a floral print on it, and the sheets are stained red.
Okay. Does it say anything about missing organs? Anything like that?
Nothing on that page that you have.
Okay. And nothing about possible suspects?
Nothing on that page. This just seems to be sort of like a very basic report of is the only page that we're able to decipher.
All right.
So, you guys are able to shower up, get a new change of clothes. What do you guys get up to? Who's the first done? Who's being prepared? What do you guys do while Petrie works away at the computer?
Probably last. I'm going to clean a lot of blood off me.
Yeah, I'll probably be first done, change into a fresh suit. And, yeah, just head out to some common area and mess around on my comm pad.
Okay.
Eric spends most of his time in his room because he hasn't really customized it yet to be his room all that much yet. And spends some time in his comm pad, changes into just a fresh pair of clothing. It's not caked in the red dust of death. And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his Kelv comes out, he'll probably hobble on out and sit next to Petrie, see if he's found anything.
So yeah, if Daniel Cole sits down and is interested, Petrie will turn the screen towards him and just look really kind of upset and a little I don't know, just upset about it. It's like, so that boy they were having funeral for
Mm-hmm.
is abducted, missing 2 days. They found him cut open, an abandoned house. It's not pretty to look at. His name is Antonio Pozzo.
Some sick fucks. So is it like a report page and there's like picture or something?
Yeah, just a report page of like basic information in a picture.
I'll look at it and
You see
yeah, go.
I'll
the
come over as
picture
well.
is of a corpse of a young boy. You see he has black hair. There's a bar currently over his eyes that seems to have been imposed onto the image. You can see he's lying on a bed with floral print on it. The sheets, though, the floral print is largely yellow, but they seem to be stained red, sort of brownish red. You can see, even in the picture, flies rotating around the corpse and various carrion that seem to have reached. The chest has been cut open, and what you're looking at looks like a rotten mess. You can see that his mouth is slightly open, and you can see that his insides look rough, perhaps by mishandling earlier, or perhaps by insects and things of this nature. As his hand kind of hangs loosely off the bed, down his arm, you can see a thin red line of dried blood that's turned sort of brownish.
Yeah, as Cole looks at it, his hand kind of clenches and gets a bit angry about it. It's like, And I'll ask Petrie since is it in a different language, I guess?
It's in Spanish,
Spanish, yeah.
but I've got like a Google
Yeah,
Translate
like
of
Google
it.
Translate. It's like doesn't say anything about leads or anything.
Not from what you are able to see on the Argus.
Does it say how old he was?
8. I assume the captain comes up behind
Yeah,
him. Just
No,
Yeah,
once.
he's behind,
Yeah,
yeah.
I went.
Cole just kind of gets up in a huff and walks over to the kitchen and starts pouring a glass of water.
Well,
I think the sooner we leave this planet, the better.
maybe you're right.
Seen a lot of shit in my day, and this is way up there.
How old did Vesnia look? Who's older?
Vesnia, she looked like she was maybe 19.
She had a sister.
Cole comes back over, just holding the glass full, hasn't taken a sip of it. He just comes over, he's just, Captain, I can't let stuff like this happen to young people. It's not right.
It's not.
I don't think any of us want it to happen, but the police are working on it. It's best if we just keep our noses out of it.
I'm not sure they're
think it would-
skilled enough to deal with stuff like this.
Oh, and
think-
we fucking are.
Yeah,
But definitely,
we are totally the best at this.
I think if nothing else, we should try to find Vesnia and speak with her and see if there's any correlation to why she wanted to get off planet.
I think it's safe to assume yes.
If she's trying to escape something, we'll offer her transport off this world. We should look for her once Sun is back. See if she'll speak with us.
The camera pans up to the top. It's like Daredevil on top. It's like fucking.
But he says it in Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Petrie's gonna get up and go service their hover car. Just make sure it's clean and in working order.
Thank you for looking into this, Petrie.
The room is entirely dark except for the illumination of this image on the data slab that which Petrie was working on.
Planet sucks.
Cole just pushes down the data slab. It just goes dark.
It goes dark.
And credits.
And night vision goggles.
Yeah, everything goes dark, and then there's just a and these green lights.
So you guys ready? Let's blow some shit up.
Cue laugh track. Ends on a happy note.
That's right. Yeah, we can end the session there, though.
Do you want to?
Probably a good stopping point because I think we're doing another outing as the next step. So.
Yeah. You're good at that? Yeah.